Evidenced by elements in this room I can speak of, and by all the sediments I left up in your speaker. I know I'm stuck in your dome like a eureka. I know for breaking the heart, so eyes are leaking. Speaking into truth, seek it, don't be doomed. Words that live by or are in a tomb. Raised in the bones, been dope from the womb. Hell bent to begin the hope of the new generation. Feel awake, get on, celebrate the try to ride the wave I be on. Say what you will, state how you feel, but hey, you can never erase my appeal. Mind states high fire rate, I'm half irate. My face, my libate, verbal I made, sight mate, face when trying hard to pirate. High stakes, too much piled on my pie plate. Get on the wave, get on the wave, see me on stage, where misbehave. Get on the train, I'll get out of the way. Get on the wave, get on the wave, see me on stage, where misbehave. Get on my wave, hit it out. Get on the wave, get on the wave, see me on stage, where misbehave. Get on the train and get out the way. Get on the wave, get on the wave, see me on stage, where misbehave. Get on my wave, hit it out. Track selector, fast forward, my heart's mecca. I director, shots fired like 9-techer. Vibe setter, grab pulls to my center. Hand lector, eat them seeds from my wrecker. Airbender, all styles that dissect them. My center from H-Wood to Tribeca. A triple threat, I hold the trifecta. Ball wrecker, I break balls to 9 vectors. Line stepper, most rappers mouth zephyrs. My skill, untouchable, like child lepers. And now I'm loud, too loud, no shy methods. And now I'm proud of my hood, the shy's better. Metaphors, sublim in my records. Nevermore, rub limbs to warm embers. Hella bored of same flows from fake G's. I pull insane feats on a break beat. Get on the wave, get on the wave. See me on stage, where misbehave. Get on the train, I'll get out of the way. Get on the wave, get on the wave. See me on stage, where misbehave. Get on my wave, hit me out. Get on the wave, get on the wave. See me on stage, where misbehave. Get on the train and get out the way. Get on the wave, get on the wave. See me on stage, where misbehave. Get on my wave, hit me out. Somewhere in the try, never do, never do. There ain't nothing I've left to prove. I make all the songs that make you move. I make all the songs that make you. Somewhere in the try, never do, never do. There ain't nothing I've left to prove. I make all the songs that make you move. I make all the songs that make you get on the way. Get on the way, try never do. Misbehave. Get on the way, I'm down the way. Get on the way, get on the way. Songs that make stage will misbehave. Get on my way, songs that make you get on my way. Get on my way, try never do. Misbehave. Get on the train, get out of the way. Get on the way, get on the way. Songs that make stage will misbehave. Get on my way, songs that make you. Evidenced by elements in this room I can speak of, and by all the sediments I left up in your speaker. I know I'm stuck in your dome like a eureka. I know for breaking the heart, so eyes are leaking. Speaking into truth, seek it, don't be doomed. Words that live by or are in a tomb. Raised in the bones, been dope from the womb. Hell bent to begin the hope of the new generation. Feel awake, get on, celebrate the try to ride the wave I be on. Say
Good day, everyone. As here we are in GEARxRR. The Gear Games is now here. So now you're gonna cast the semifinals, which is best of 1, and then we got the finals, which will be the best of 3. So throughout this scenario, it's just gonna be Aram. Syempre in Aram, it's a random champion that you will have to choose. Bawal yung main mo, maswerte ka na lang kung makuha mo yung main mo, or makakuha ka na hindi mo pa masyadong gamitin. Pero, in chances of chances, it's just one lane. No strategic needed, no deep planning. We're just gonna go one lane, clash everywhere, and this is gonna be intense since the first place will take 2,500 pesos. Grabe yun 2,500 pesos, 𝗟𝗡𝗅. That
Oo, no?
is amazing right there.
Oo na pare, no? Pero syempre, no? Nabanggit mo nga rin pala yung pangalan ko, no? Pakilala muna tayo sa ating mga viewers dito, no? So,
Ay,
PKS nga
yeah.
pala nandito, kasama ko si Zoran. And of course, yun nga, Gear Games, LOL nga pala to, no? Noxus Invasion. So, nabanggit mo kanina, aram lang tayo dito. Pero syempre, before natin i-discuss muna kung ano ba yung mga nakataya dito at sino ba yung mga kumilos para maging posible to, batiin na natin, no, yung ating mga viewers sa comment section dito. So, naka-live nga pala tayo sa Facebook ng 𝗟𝗡𝗟 and same thing sa Twitch channel ng 𝗟𝗡𝗟 din. So, pili na kayo ng tatambayan nyo. Pero Soran, sino nga ba yung mga dapat natin pasalamatan dahil naging posible ang event na to?
Well, syempre, mga papasalamatan natin talaga is Rumble Royale. This is a big community or big esports community na sobrang daming binibigay as it handles a lot of tournaments throughout the year and then throughout the past years tulad ng HOK, Mobile Legends, and then especially Tekken 8. Ang dami niyang hinahandle. So thank you talaga Rumble Royale. But hindi lang yan. We will also thank you Riot Games for sponsoring our PUP gear or us for letting this happen. Kasi kahit dahil sa kanila nagagawa natin tong live. Thank you talaga sa inyo. Grabe talaga yung tulong.
Grabe talaga, no? Pero balita ko ready na daw, no, yung ating mga teams para sa araw na to, no? So, tignan natin, no, kung handang-handa na nga pa talaga sila, no? Kasi balita ko, game number 1 natin ngayon, ito ay isang powerhouse team up against sa mga magkakaibigan lamang, no, na parang natripan sumali. So, tignan natin kung maging efficient nga pa talaga pagsalila dito. Ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be 𝗟𝗏𝘅 laban sa 𝗟𝗏𝗟, no, pare ko. Itong 𝗟𝗏𝘅, may mga matutunog na pangalan na akong narinig dito. Pero itong 𝗟𝗏𝗟, matunog din naman. Pero balita ko, isa daw to sa mga nag-organize ng events ng 𝗟𝗡𝗟. Anong masasabi mo dito?
Well, technically speaking, still, di ko pa masyado malaman yung dito. Pero I think 𝗟𝗏𝘅 has something in them na parang talagang naglalaro ng league. While in 𝗟𝗏𝗟, syempre, parang bago-bago. And then nag-handle ng neto. They're the ones who handle and made this 𝗟𝗡𝗟. So, parang 50-50. Hindi ko alam kung sino man nanalo dito. But in RNG chances, one of them could win. But for me, I'm gonna go with 𝗟𝗏𝘅. Parang grabe, parang iba yata galawan nito pagdating sa aram
No. And nabanggit mo na nga din, no, yung mga RNG chances na meron tayo dito sa laro natin, which is all random, all mid, no, or mas pinaiklit, aram ang tawag natin, no. So, when it comes to this tawag natin dito map, iba din kasi yung mga meta picks dito, no, kung mapapansin natin. Kasi, speaking of meta picks din kasi pare, hindi siya katulad, no, ng Summoner's Rift. Dito kasi talagang papaldo yung mga malaki, yung AoE, yung kanilang mga area of effect. Katulad dito sa ating 𝗟𝗏𝘅, no, kung napapansin mo, meron kagad sila kaninang Zyra na mukhang tsak na tsak, gagamitin talaga nila yan dahil yung kanyang ultimate, sobrang dami ng kaya niyang hulihin. Pero hindi naman papahuli din, no, yung 𝗟𝗏𝗟. Meron din silang Leona dito, no, na sobrang daming crowd control para sa kanilang team.
Sobrang dami talagang crowd control, but in here we could see parang may Yuumi. So parang maganda din yung pagkaan ni Yuumi dito Pero ang tanong ko lang, Pikayols, ano kayang pwedeng gawin nito 𝗟𝗏𝘅 dahil yung sa kabila sa 𝗟𝗏𝗟 parang mga burst damage Tulad dito na set and then yung tulad na set dito sa 𝗟𝗏𝗟.
So, feeling ko dito, pare, no, yung set kasi, isa siya sa mga tanky, kung sabihin natin, na mga champions din dito. So, I feel like this would act as a secondary tank kasi itong Trundle, mas magiging viable siya when it comes to damage dealing, no. So, on the other hand naman, dito sa kabilang team natin, sa 𝗟𝗏𝘅, solid yung kanilang AP damage. Pero, ang curious lang ako dito, masyado silang malambot. And then, magiging frontline lang talaga nila dito is going to be the 𝗟𝗏𝗟. And they don't have enough, let's say, control when it comes to 𝗟𝗏𝗟 doing the initiative, no, when it comes to team fight. Pero may secondary option naman sila. Meron silang Zyra, no, makakapag-build naman to na maraming health. So, feeling ko, medyo madedehado pa din dito yung si 𝗟𝗏𝗟, no, kahit na mas maganda yung frontline nila. Kasi talagang overwhelming yung makita nating damage so far dito para sa 𝗟𝗏𝗟.
Overwhelming damage mangyari dito sa 𝗟𝗏𝗟 talaga Kasi nakikita natin dito, Graves, Ezreal, Syndra. Malalakas yung mga damage niyan. Si Syndra pa nga, malakas pa din yung AP damage nito. While si Graves, malakas ang burst damage na mabibigay nito dahil sa mga skills na mabibigay ng Graves na to. If he builds a lot or nag-build na talaga ng madaming items, eto si Graves. While si Ezreal here, got the long range, got some combo with skills, and here, yun na talaga, mag-build lang to ng items, doon na talaga sasakit. So, technically speaking, 𝗟𝗏𝗅 has a lot of burst, but we still do not know if they're gonna play well or Sister Rakas will go with another way. Di natin alam dahil in here there could be someone who's using a bows build. We never know. Parang iba mangyayari dito, but there we have a disconnect. So going back there, it is something in Aram, in Champions, in League, so many unorthodox build that it still works throughout the Aram, we got the Classic, and then the Rank. Siyempre, na yung nakikita ko talaga nakagulat eh. Yung pwede mong gawin yung Jax ng AP, sino pa ba? Si Ramus, pwede mong gawin parang sobrang tanky pero may mga magic pang pwedeng bigay. So many things that you can do with this lineup. So, we may never know if there's gonna be an executable way or another strategy that hindi natin may kita.
Oh, no. So, napakadami talagang pwedeng gawing options dito. Pero, medyo nagkaroon naman tayo dito ng aberya, no? Kagaya na sinabi ni Zoran. So, guys, please stay tuned, no? Kung ano nga pa talaga yung mangyayari dito. Pero, of course, since we're talking about League of Legends na din, no? Kung nababalita mo, no? So, ano nga pa talaga yung mga iba pa nating i-expect dito? So, kung napansin mo kanina, no, when it comes to lineup, no, so probably medyo maiiba yun ngayon kasi nagkaroon ng disconnection and hindi tayo pwede same pick, hindi tayo pwede magkaroon ng same pick rule. So, medyo lipat muna natin yung attention natin. Pero sino ba mga inaabangan mong champions dito?
Well, syempre, hindi ko maano talaga yan. Si Master Yi. Ayun talaga, pinipick ko lagi throughout sa league. So, if ever makikita mo Master Yi, masaya na din ako. Kahit matalo or manalo yun, basta may Master Yi. Pero, ang pinakaabangin ko si Renata. Dahil throughout nakikita ko sa tournament, throughout the tournaments, binaban, pinipick, highest pick throughout any other things. Sobrang helpful kasi ni Renata with his skills na bibigay talaga throughout being a support, being also a damage na onti lang damage na bibigay, but it will still be doable as it will benefit the side of your team. So, ayun talaga yung mga inaabangan ko. Si Master Yi and then si Renata. Pero ikaw, PKLs, in this Aram, throughout this semis and finals, sino kaya gusto mong makita sa Aram?
Ako siguro, no, Zoran, siguro isa sa mga gusto makita dito, siguro si Zyra, yung kanyang naging pick dito. I think another one is Samira, no, na very explosive yung damage niya, yung control niya in a small amount of area. Grabe yung mapoprovide niya into the coming team fights na makikita natin mamaya, no. So, kasi kanina nag-aaram ako actually, and yun, para nakuha ko yung grasp kung sino nga ba yung mga priority picks natin dito. So, yun nga, kagaya na sinabi ko kanina, possible talaga yun, no, na makakita tayo ng Zyra ulit. Pero, grabe kasi yung control na makukuha niya sa team fight. Talagang pag nahuli niya lahat, gamit yung ultimate niya, it's already most likely game over. Pag maganda yung follow-up ng kanilang teammates.
It is possible na dahil nga isang lane naman, it could be a high possibility maganda ma-execute niya ng Zyra. But, we still never know kung paano ma-execute talaga yan dahil parang mag-iiba pa din eh. Pero iabangin ko din yung Zyra. And also, I forgot to mention si Ashe pala. Dahil throughout that game also, parang gusto ko din si Ashe gamitin. And si Ashe maganda pa din sa LoL dahil pag build mo lang ng item yun sa early to mid in in a 3-lane way or in classic and rank game. Basta magbabuild lang yun ng item, dun sasakit yung Ashe. But in Aram, it's just one lane, so kailangan mo lang mag-poke ng poke and then build up and build up. But going back to that Zyra, it is very good to be a seed that champion dahil nga in one lane magandang set pag nahuli, it could be a game over or high possibility na game over talaga. But now, dahil na-disconnect, we may never know. And then, baka meron something na di natin ma-expected na makuha nila, like their main or like something na sobrang mag-benefit doon sa lineup nila.
No. Pero syempre, no, so habang nag-aantay tayo, konting break muna tayo. And after that, we'll be right back with the League of Legends Aram Actions ka pala. Dito lang yan sa TU Gear in partnership with League of Legends Philippines at Rumble Royale. Magbabalik tayo.
Evidence by elements in this room I can speak of, and by all the sediment left up in your speaker. I know I'm stuck in your dome like a eureka. I know for breaking the heart, so eyes are leaking. Speaking into truth, seek it, don't be doomed. Words that live by or written in a tomb. Raised in the room, been dope from the womb. Hell bent to bring in the hope of the new generation. feel the weight, get on, celebrate and try to ride the wave I be on. Say what you will, state how you feel, but hey, you can never erase my appeal. Mind states high fire rate, I'm half irate, my face, my libate, verbal I made, psych mate, face when trying hard to pirate, high stakes, too much piled on my pie plate. Get on the wave, see me on stage, where misbehave, get on the train, get out the way, get on the wave, see me on stage, where misbehave, get on my wave, hit me now, get on the wave, see me on stage, where misbehave, get on the train and get out the way, get on the wave, see me on stage, where misbehave, get on my wave, hit me now. Track selector, fast forward, my heart's mecca. I director, shots fired like 9-techer. Vibe setter, grab pulls to my center. Hand lector, eat them seeds for my wrecker. Airbender, all styles that dissect them. My center from H Wood to Tribeca. A triple threat, I hold the trifecta. Ball wrecker, I break balls to 9 vectors. Line stepper, most rappers mouth zephyrs. My skill, untouchable, like child lepers. And now I'm loud, too loud, no shy methods. And now I'm proud of my hood, the shy's better. Metaphors, sublim in my records. Nevermore, rub limbs to warm embers. Hella bored of same flows from fake G's. I pull insane feats on a break beat. Get on the wave, see me on stage, where misbehave. Get on the train, get out the way. Get on the wave, see me on stage, where misbehave. Get on my wave, hit me now. Get on the wave, see me on stage, where misbehave. Get on the train and get out the way. Get on the wave, see me on stage, where misbehave. Get on my wave, hit me now. Somewhere to try, never do. There ain't nothing I've left to prove. I make all the songs that make you move. I make all the songs that make you. Somewhere to try, never do. There ain't nothing I've left to prove. I make all the songs that make you move. I make all the songs that make you get on the way. Get on the way, try, never do. Misbehave. Get on the way, I'm down the way. Get on the way, songs that make you misbehave. Get on my way, songs that make you get on my way. Get on my way, try, never do. Misbehave. Get on the train, get on the way. Get on the way, I make all the songs that make you misbehave. Get on my way, songs that make you.
So we're back again from that break na nangyari lang ng technical issues but it's now being fixed. But now we are back in here with Aram. As far as you know, nag-topic na din tayo ng mga Arams about the hero champions na iaabangan natin kay PKYols. As introduce syempre, I am Zoran and I'm here with PKYols being your casters throughout this GG LOL Gear games. So diba tayo, as here we see excuse me about that, as here we see we're back again. So going back to our previous live or pinag-uusapan natin, syempre parang na lahat na natin nasabi, pero throughout that, is there like parang, well, technically we have the champions and then the heroes items, but is there like a possibility meron priority na item throughout this Aram? Syempre, parang iba na talaga to. It's not a 3 lane, it's just a 1 lane. Right here.
I think it really depends on how the teams are going to execute it. No? So dito natin talaga malalaman kung ano nga ba talaga yung mga priority nila. But what I'm quite more curious is, kaya ba nila i-pull off to? So, right now, if you're gonna take a look at it, no, masyadong maganda yung draft dito ng team, actually ng Strakas. Kung napansin ko kanina, meron silang Oriana, no, sa kanilang team. So that is quite very efficient, at least coming on their side. Knowing na meron na kagad silang primary setup, no, may Lulu pa sila for their added sustain. Pero nabanggit mo kanina yung mastery inaabangan mo. So since may mastery na tayo dito, pare, ano yung possible na ine-expect mo dito, knowing na may mastery na nga tayong makikita dito para sa side ng Cubs PH?
Well, technically speaking, si Mastery, it's just a burst type, and then mabilis mobility, masakit throughout the game. It's just gonna prioritize attack, speed, damage, and then not the crit, just raising the damage with armor penetration. But it could be a possibility dahil nakikita natin dito Orianna, and then here we got Jace. So technically this could be like a onting damage na mastery na may armor throughout this game dahil they got the Poppy, which is a support, and tank here. They got Twisted Fate, syempre burst type. Shaco, this is something na hindi ko pa nakikita masyado sa mga tournaments. But in Aram, it's technically random. So Shaco could be good. Gwen is also good dahil masakit din yan sa 1v1 lane. So here we could see Orianna. There could be a possibility na manalo yung Sister Rakas. But in 𝗏𝗄𝑔𝗍, they have the possibility, the more high chances of winning this Aram right here.
I think I agree as well, no, dun sa yung statement kanina, no, kasi when it comes to primary setup na crowd control, maraming naka-reading arsenal dito, no, yung Sister Rakas, no. So the only thing that medyo madedehado dito Sister Rakas is yung execution, no, kasi alam naman natin, gaya na sabi natin kanina, no, marami matutunog na pangalan dito, even though it's just all mid, iba pa rin talaga yung setup. At might to tell you, meron ditong isang champion coming from 𝗏𝗏𝘅 na panigurado ako magiging threat siya somehow in this game. Wherein nakakita ko na Shaco, no, sa kanilang draft, no. So to Shacong to, ito easy access to na mag-flank kagad or gumawa ng backdoor kagad sa kanilang kalaban, which is Rakas, no. If this Shaco can actually prioritize yung Lulu maya-maya sa ating game, no, medyo baka mag-iba ang ihip ng hangin dito para sa kanilang side sa Sister Rakas.
So technically speaking, Shaco could like magbigay ng like lot of benefit throughout the 1v or clashes dahil nga it's a surprising pick na parang magbibigay ng mga burst damage. So parang yun yung sabi natin. So parang what if that Shaco could be a possibility na manalo? Or pwede parang ma-counter dito? Is there like a counterable champion in here sa side of Sister Rakas doon sa Shaco na to?
I think one of the most viable option is yung Lulu. No? Pag na-polymer niya kagad dito yung Shaco, then definitely that would be great para sa kanila. Para makapag-set kagad ng distance dito. Kung sino man magiging high prioritization dito ni Aram God, no? So, I'm quite curious lang, no, what could be the possible gameplay dito as well ng 𝗏𝗏𝘅? Would it be from pickoffs? Would it be a massive team fight? Kasi from the composition ka talaga natitignan mo ng Sister Rakas, massive team fight talaga, most likely, yung kanilang gagawin, knowing na, ang ganda na ng crowd control nila, maganda na yung setup nila, may Orianna sila, may Kiana na magpo-frontline or Velvet, may Jace silang AD na reliable na makakapasok agad maya-maya lamang. So, with that being said, madami na kagad silang options dito na actually na pwedeng gawin. So, yun lang yung pinaka-curious ako. Paano nga ba talaga yung kanilang gagawin dito? Ano nga ba talaga yung proper course of action para sa mga teams na to?
Technically here, the proper course of action for Sister Rakas is just to build some items. While from 𝗏𝗏𝘅 dito, chill-chill lang muna, poke to poke. Parang kuha mo lang ng mga creeps dito hanggang magkaroon ng opportunity or magbukas ng opportunity para kay 𝗏𝗏𝘅. While in Sister Rakas, parang ganun din, but technically may mga support. Maganda yung lineup nilang compensation while the 𝗏𝗏𝘅 malalambot pa lang. So technically speaking, 𝗏𝗏𝘅 should be chilling and poking, getting the gold, but here we see a pause time remaining. Okay. So while we're waiting with that pause time, ayun yung magiging masasabi ko, but from here on out, I think parang may nakikita ko parang both teams are chilling, parang naghanap lang sila ng opportunity kung sino maano. But there, we're going back here, Pikayols.
We are going back indeed nga, no, talaga. So, yun nga na pag-usapan na rin natin kanina, no, na, medyo nagkakaroon ng technical difficulties yata, no? So, not quite sure what is about to happen as of the moment, no? Pero, ikaw, ano ba ang ine-expect mo dito so far?
Technically speaking, my expect ko dito is just, lot of team fights, lot of like skill level na mapapakita dito ng unbelievable skill casting of skill site here by the champions. Pero dito pumasok, tuloy lang, pero magpo-poke. Ito na naman, Jace going in, but here we could see just the pokes that simula na nga yung team fight, but now there's not for the end. Now, pumasok na yung Jace with the first blood. Here we're gonna see, hindi pa titigil, nakupo, now down with that Skyfall slain right there. Oh no, nahamabol ba yung Oriana? Oh my god, it's Qiana right here. Pero yung Gwen nagpo-poke lang. Okay, we see here Sister Rakas going in, starting for getting all the gold with the high opportunity right here. Grabe nangyari doon ha. Nag-engage mo na yung 𝗟𝗡𝘅 pero binaliktad talaga na Sister Rakas doon. Ano nangyari doon, Pika Yules?
Oh, no. So, grabe talaga kasi yung massive damage output nila. I feel like that's one of the factors na kailangan natin i-watch out dito, no? And right now, yung 𝗟𝗡𝘅 is being pinched down to its limits, no? So, kung napapansin mo, maganda yung paglalagay ng pressure dito ng Sister Rakas, knowing na sobrang dami nilang opportunities or napakadami nilang pwedeng iba to dito eh. And for the side of naman, 𝗟𝗡𝘅, medyo dehado sila, I would say, in terms of early game. Pero maya-maya pipitik yung mga yan pag late game na eh.
Parang pipitik talaga dito yung sa late game sana ni 𝗟𝗡𝘅. Talagang you need to chill out, poke lang muna. Pero syempre hindi natin maiiwasan talaga yung engagement of team fights. Dahil nagsimula pa lang dito here yung team fights. But here, hindi ko nakita yun. Lufia has slain 𝗚𝗏𝘃 right here. Grabe From that damage, parang nakabuild na silang ontin dito. So, wala pa naman full build. Early pa lang to. Like, 2 minutes and 40 seconds in. Wala pang masyadong lamang ang gold lead dahil it's just 500 to 600 right here. So, poke lang muna. Just building a gold right here. So, technically speaking, they need the 𝗟𝗡𝘅 is just gonna go for pokes. Parang mayroon isa sa kanilang check sa bush. Tumatago sa bush para malaman kung ilan yung yung kalaban pa doon. Nakikita naman talaga natin 5, pero here it's a possibility for them na hindi masyado makikita yung iba, but wala po na, chill lang muna daw. So in here, what could be the possibility na parang may isip na counter attack dito ng 𝗟𝗡𝘅 for Sister Rakas? But wait lang muna,
May pumasok pare.
May pumasok pa nga dito. Wait lang, i-explain mo na. Pero muna simula, there's 𝗟𝗏𝘅 Lufia. So yun lang muna, nagsimula lang ng engagement ng 𝗟𝗡𝘅, but the Skyfall with Velvet right there. Grabe yung damage na yung napapakita. Wala pa masyado namamatay dito dahil dalawa pa lang napatay ng 𝗟𝗡𝘅. While here we see here Sister Rakas has skill 4. So technically speaking, wala pa masyadong nangyari. As 1k gold lead going in for Sister Rakas. So going back there, what could be the possibility na mangyayari? But wait, hindi ko muna masasabi. Hindi pa ako dito. Wait, matutuloy lang yung clash. Oh my god, wait lang. Hindi pa muna titigil. Tinutuloy pa with the Gwen here. Oh, damn. This is gonna be, wow, the Twisted Fate, the ultimate na nga. Oh my god, the pokes. Double kill magawin for Master Yi. Master Yi! No, Weki slain Master Yi, but with the trade, go port Zap kills Weki, and here is the Qiana killing Coco. Grabe nangyari doon, pero hindi pa titigil. Hold on. Grabe naman to.
Okay. Skyfall.
Skyfall is gonna go for double kill.
Kayang-kaya, pare ko. Hinahabol niya.
Hindi pa hinahabol, pero kaya pa din. At least nakakuha ng isang kill doon. Grabe dito. Di ko mapasa yung explanation kasi may question ako sa Pika Yules, but hindi ko na masasagot. Pero ito na nga, sinisimula na nga yung deaths coming in. Amuso has slain Skyfall, but here going for traded Weki slain. 1-for-1 kill right there from both players. And now see here, hindi mo na magsisimula pa yata, hindi mo na titigil. Lufia! Oh my god! Xion has slain Lufia. Grabe yung damage na kuha. Nakita natin dun from that Shaco. So going back here, okay, nakakagulat na yung Shaco, Pika Yules.
Nakakagulat talaga pare, no? Talagang yan yung sinasabi ko na pinaka-importante pick-offs na kayang ibaliktad or flipper talaga to, no? Ng side ng 𝗟𝗡𝘅, no? Yan yung inaantay natin kanina pa. But right now, nakikita natin na pantay pa din yung gold, pero mas nakakauwi na dito yung side ng Sister Rakas because of the deaths that they do have as of the moment. So, yes, marami silang deaths, pero mas mabilis sila makabili ng items so far sa kabilang kalaban or sa kabilang koponan.
So, madami talaga sa Sister Rakas, madami silang items sa build. And while here at 𝗟𝗡𝘅, madami naman din, pero here nakakahabol pa din sila. Nag-smallin yung gap between golds and there's still no towers being done. It's just clash to clash. Wala pa muna, nag-chill mo lang muna dahil dito nakatago na in position na si Sion, and then here with I love my GF, which is the Qiana. And now here, nag-heal lang muna. There could be a possibility it's gonna go for clash. Sino muna magsisimula?
Okay, Skyfall pumapasok pare!
Oh my god, Skyfall pumasok na nga. He start the engagement here. Hold on! Lufia, the damage! What is this? Lufia! That Jaco! Hold on! Master Yi also with the damage! Wait lang! Hold on! Chill out! Buyback coming in from Sister Rahas. Hindi pa! Pero grabe yung nangyari doon ha. I think that Jaco with that Lufia. Oh, wait, hold on. Nababaliktad ko na si Lufia with Jaco. Pero hindi pa tapos. Sinira na yung tower. Nalilito na ako sa sobrang intense dito, but here it's gonna go back again with Master Yi. Amusho going in, shutdown but taking 1 kill right there. And now low health na. Ito na naman ulit, Sister Rakas going back in. Binabaliktad na yung clash dito dahil nakabalik na sila. But no, whoa, hold on. Velvet was trying to kill that pero nag-last hit. Pero double kill coming in from that chase. Weki the damage right there.
Okay, si Skyfall, no? May natira pa siyang HP, pare.
Natira pa!
Grabe naman, no? Hindi talaga nagpapatinag dito yung side ng, what do you call this, yung side ng Sister Rakas, no? Lagi nilang minimake sure na mayroong bawi na mangyayari, no, sa kanilang team. So, yun yung kinagandahan nun. Pero the thing is, can they hold on up until the end? Kasi si Nyx medyo nag-overextend dito!
Ooh! Nyx overextend right there na gank doon. Pero grabe talaga yung damage. Parang napapatingin talaga dito. Pika yun sa Shaco na ito kay Lufia eh. Grabe.
Papatingin talaga eh, no, pare? Medyo mahirap yung kinalalagyan dito. So far, ng side ng Sister Rakas, sila yung naiipit dito dahil talagang pinupush nila, no? All the way to its limits tong kanilang kalaban. And then, right now, hindi sila makahinga dito. Sobrang sikip ng kanilang breeding room kasi grabe yung pwesto dito ng Shaco. Talagang binibigay yung terrified na kanyang mga puppets para lumayo yung side ng Sister Rakas.
Grabe talaga yung terrified dito eh. Pero nakikita natin dito si Skyfall boy pa din eh. Kanina, 1 piso na lang buhay niyan. Pero throughout this game, naghihilang onte. Pero mapapapatay ko nga. Oh no! Lufia with the damage. Oh god, here it is again. Na yung Gwen. Grabe yung T-Boy dito. Pero din na here. Wait, hold on. Si Nyx ang nag-reconnected. But here we see that Orianna double kill. But that Master Yi shutting down with Orianna. Boss! Sabi na muna na late chill lang muna sa clash. Nasisira na yung server.
No po. Grabe, grabe pinapakita ng 𝗟𝗩𝗏, pare. Ayaw talagang mabuo ang pagkakaibigan dito ng mga sis-Mars from Sister Rakas, no, pare ko. Pero eto, mukhang nagkaroon lang ng konting disconnection dito, no. So, antabay lang tayo, no. Kung ano nga ba talaga ang mangyayari sa mga susunod na kabanata. Pero so far sa nakikita natin dito, Zoran, umaarangkada na yung 𝗟𝗏𝗏. Tingin mo ba magtutuloy-tuloy na to?
It could be matutuloy-tuloy talaga to. Umaarangkada talaga eh. Pero still possibility na magkaroon pa rin ng opportunity or possible advantage yung Sister Rakas dahil pantay pa din yung laban eh. Nakikita natin dito yung goal lead. Parang 2K lang goal lead ng Sister Rakas. Pero here hold on! Wait a minute! What was that? Lufia! The damage!
Okay. Bumabalik na si Skyfall, pare.
Hold on, bumabalik na. Hinir na pa-poke muna dito. Grabe yung damage siya gagawa. Okay, binaliktad the 1-for-1 trade. And now here again, the damage. Hold on, that's Skyfall. Wait lang, grabe yung damage siya kikita dito. But that Shaco and then Skyfall being the damage dealers na throughout the game. But hindi natin makakalimutan si Amasuo with that Master Yi.
Grabe, ang dami niya binibigay na kills, no? Kung mapapansin mo, meron na siyang collector, no? So, pag nakuha niya na kagad yung threshold ng HP niyon, kayang-kaya niya na kagad pumatay, no, ng multiple members dito sa side ng Sister Rakas. Yun yung mahirap dito. Pero on the other hand, Sister Rakas, nagsiscale din naman sila. Maganda yung scaling ng kiyanan nila so far, no? Meron na siyang heart steal. So, if mapastack siya pa yung heart steal, mas gaganda yung kanilang frontline. So, I think one of the possible cases na maaaring gawin nila dito is pakunatin nila yung Kiana para may maganda silang frontline, tapos sabay follow up nila dito yung ibang members sa side ng Sister Rakas. Kasi pag nalapitan talaga sila ng isang Shaco dito, pag nalapitan si Nyx, medyo magiging mahirap yung pag-sustain dito sa kanilang side.
Mahirap talaga magiging sustain talaga dito sa side eh. So parang kailangan mo na dito yung, excuse me about that? Kailangan mo na dito ni Sister Rakas is being chill out. Mag-build mo na ng items para magpatibay. Dahil nakikita natin dito, here, grabe yung ginagawa ni Lufia with the damage throughout the game with the clashes. And then here si Amasuo habol, pero grabe din yung damage magagawa dito. Nakikita natin dito throughout the game na may 2 may 2 items na yung Master Yi, and then we here with the Shaco, may 2 na din items na nakikita natin. So, could be a possibility na parang kailangan mo na talaga ng armor throughout this game by Sister Rakas, dahil that puppy, like, I mean, Nyx needs to have that armor para mabuhay lang, dahil sobra talagang sakit ng Shaco and then that Master Yi. But we're not gonna forget the Twisted Fate and that Gwen being the tankiest in that group.
Pero feel ko hindi talaga armor yung kailangan dito ni Nyx, no? Feel ko ang kailangan niya talaga is more on the shielding prowess, no?
Okay.
Knowing na shielding talaga ang isa sa mga strengths ng Lulu dito sa larong to. And oy! Ay! Hindi siya nakapanlin lang, pare ko. Tinatao ng Sister Rakas. Yan naman bumagsak na dito ang isang miyembro, which is going to be Lufia para sa side ng 𝗏𝘅. At ngayon, pressure naman sa kanila. So, bumabawi dito unti-unti ang Sister Rakas.
Bumabawi talaga dito unti Sister Rakas. So, yung sinabi mo kanina, hindi kailangan ng armor with that, with Nyx, dahil kailangan nyo talaga ng shield doon, or for a buff for that shield. So, ayun talaga kailangan. But I think wala pa muna mangyayari dito. Mag-engage na ba? No. Pinapanood dito ng Qianad here. Wala muna. Nag-back off muna. Pero doon nabaliktad talaga yung momentum eh. So, technically speaking, wala na masyadong pressure sa each side. Balance na yung pressure na bibigay.
Balance na talaga to. Pero tingnan natin kung magiging balancing natin ba talaga ang laban dito. At meron na naman lumilipad dito. Clone! Clone lang yan. Hindi si Lufia yan.
Kala ko naman si Luffy ano dun, pero grabe. So, parang hindi mo na sila nag-engage. Mag-iintayin lang muna dito. Makikita natin. Just chilling out. No engagement. Dahil parang being careful with both teams. Sa isang member, nag-poke lang muna and then
pare, maganda yung magiging setup dito, no, ni Qiyana. Pag nakuha yung magandang timing all the way, pero napaangat na dito yung mga miyembro na Sister Rakas.
Dito na Sister Rakas with that set from coming in for Puppy, but here with the Gwen. Okay, nag-back off muna yung Sister Rakas. Nakita natin doon, nag-engage muna si Puppy at here, and now going here, nag-disengage, but tinutuloy pa din yung poke. Grabe naman yung damage ng Gwen na yon with that scissors right there. And now, they're backing off right here. So, going back again, here, chill lang muna yata mangyayari, 𝗵𝗂𝘀.
Chill lang talaga. Hindi pwede maging greedy ang both teams dito dahil matagal ang kanilang magiging respawn time. And possibly, pag hindi nag-ingat dito yung side ng Sister Rakas, talagang mapapunish sila ng sobrang laki ng side ng 𝗏𝘅. So, kailangan na maging maingat when it comes to the setup na ngayon. Sayang na maarangkada!
Ayun na nga, umarangkada na nga dito, pero going in, but Amasuo going in, nag-engage muna dito, but the blood in, going in, that Gwen, hold on, Amasuo with triple kill, wait a minute,
binalik siya,
Amasuo, quadra kill, na wipe out, this could be the end, 𝗵𝗂𝘀, dahil diretso na talaga to, wala nang champions na titira sa Sister Rakas, is this gonna be the end? Could be possibility, there is just single digits left para bumalik si Skyfall and si Nyx, but here, it's not the end yet. Papa, didep mo na muna pa din to. Destroy lang muna. Skyfall going in.
May bumagsak. Isang naman tatlo.
Bagsak na. Oh no.
Ano ka nagpautan?
Wait lang. Wait, binaliktad lang. Grabe, kala ko naman na-disconnected na lang. So, they just here to support with a triple kill.
Eto na.
Oh my God. Eto na talaga na binaliktad na.
Ano ka si Mira?
He's coming in from that chase. And here, it's still not gonna end yet dahil mababalik pa din ang Gwen and then ang Master Yi.
Pare reminder ko lang si Weki nga pala, no, siya yung ating esports executive, no. Yung mga kalaban niya, mga player niya. Mga player niya yung kalaban niya ngayon, pare. So, tingnan natin, no, kung sino nga pa talaga mas malakas, yung executive ba nila o yung esports director ba o yung mga player talaga niya. Kasi grabe yung ginawa ni Weki dito, pero hindi yata nagtatapos dito ang lahat.
Grabe talaga eh. Hindi pa talaga nagtatapos dito si Weki talaga. Training taga-manage talaga pala to eh. Kaya wala malasin na mapapakita dito, pero hold on. Flash going in, that Gwen. The damage coming in from that shutdown again. Oh, socket naman yun. Tusok na tusok. The shing coming in from that Amasuo. Master Yi, Weki coming down. Oh no. Natitira na lang ang Qiana. And then, here, we could see a 2v5, but the set nga lang na stun. This could be the end! Yes, sir!
Nexus na lang!
Natitira na lang! Nexus na lang talaga! And this will end it all! 𝗟𝗡𝘅 taking that win!
Ay, naku pare, ang ganda sana ng potential doon, no? Ng 𝗟𝗏𝗏 para mapanalo. Okay yung lineup nila pare, pero grabe si Amasuo talaga namang pagka umarangkada na, it's already game over, pare. Pero not just that, gusto ko i-commend din syempre, no, yung kanilang Twisted Fate, no? Ang ganda ng mga TP niya, no, sa team fights, no? Para ma-pressure kagad yung side ng 𝗟𝗏𝗏, no? Pero, again, that being said, yun ang ating unang semifinals. Best of 1 lang pala yun. So, maya-maya, pupunta na tayo sa pangalawang semifinals. Pero ano ang yung last thoughts dito sa laban ng 𝗟𝗡𝘅 at ng 𝗟𝗏𝗏?
My thoughts here, sobrang ganda talaga napakita. Grabe, team fight to team fight, expected na talaga yun sa harap. Pero going back there, with that Twisted Fate, nanonotice ko din yun, yung damage na gagawa niya. But in there, Amasuo using that Master Yi, grabe yung damage na papakita. And then with Lufia, but you're going back. Si Becky, grabe yun nalaman mo. Grabe, he is the manager of a team. And then, kaya pala ganun kagaling gumamit si Becky. Dahil talagang taga-manage, sumasali din sa mga laro ng players niya. But not only that, grabe din napakita doon ng team din niya, na si 𝗟𝗏𝗏. They did well. They give us a game, or the first match pa lang netong live, first match pa lang, duguan na talaga, and sobrang entertainment na papakita sa atin throughout this first game.
At syempre, no, speaking of entertainment, no, magpapahinga muna tayo konti. At pagbalik namin, magkakaroon tayo ng maraming exciting matches at, entertainment pa din ang ating makikita. So guys, hindi mo nga wala. Magpabalik kami, PK Zinzoran, para sa GEARxRR LOL ARAM, presented by Rumble Royale and Riot.
Evidence by elements in this room I can speak of, and by all the sediments I left up in your speaker. I know I'm stuck in your dome like a 𝗟𝗡𝗅𝗍. I know for breaking the heart, so eyes are leaking. Speaking into truth, seek it, don't be doomed. Words that live by or written in a tomb, raised in the ruins, been dope from the womb. Hell bent to bring the hope of the new generation. Feel awake, get on, celebrate and try to ride the wave I be on. Say what you will, state how you feel, but hey, you can never erase my appeal. Mind states high fire rate, I'm half irate. My face, my libate, verbal line made, sight mate, face when trying hard to pirate. High stakes, too much piled on my pie plate. Get on the wave, see me on stage, well misbehave. Get on the train, get out the way. Get on the wave, see me on stage, well misbehave. Get on my wave, hit me now. Get on the wave, see me on stage, well misbehave. Get on the train and get out the way. Get on the wave, see me on stage, well misbehave. Get on my wave, hit me now. Track selector, fast forward, my heart's mecca. I director, shots fired like 9-techer. Vibe setter, grab pulls to my center. Hand lector, eat them seeds from my brecker. Airbender, all styles that dissect them. My sector from H-Wood to Tribeca. A triple threat, I hold the trifecta. Ball wrecker, I break balls to 9 vectors. Line stepper, most rappers mouth zephyrs. My skill, untouchable, like child lepers. And now I'm loud, too loud, no shy methods. And now I'm proud of my hood, the shy's better. Metaphors, sublim in my records. Nevermore, rub limbs to warm embers. Hella bored of same flows from fake G's. I pull insane feats on a break beat. Get on the wave, see me on stage, well misbehave. Get on the train, get out the way. Get on the wave, see me on stage, well misbehave. Get on my wave, hit me now. Get on the wave, see me on stage, well misbehave. Get on the train and get out the way. Get on the wave, see me on stage, well misbehave. Get on my wave, hit me now. Somewhere in the try, never do. There ain't nothing I've left to prove. I make all the songs that make you move. I make all the songs that make you. Somewhere in the try, never do. There ain't nothing I've left to prove. I make all the songs that make you move. I make all the songs that make you. Get on the wave, get on the wave. Try never do. Misbehave. Get on the way, I'm down the way. Get on the wave, get on the way. Songs that make you misbehave. Get on the way, songs that make you. Get on my way, get on my way. Try never do. Misbehave. Get on the train, get out the way. Get on the way, get on the way. Songs that make you misbehave. Get on the way, songs that make you. Evidenced by elements in this room I can speak of, and by all the sedimental left up in your speaker. I know I'm stuck in your dome like a eureka. I know for breaking the heart, so eyes are leaking. Speak it into truth, seek it, no be doomed. Words that live by or written in a tomb. Raised in the bones, been dope from the womb. Hell bent to begin the hope of the new generation. Feel awake, get on, celebrate the try to ride the wave I be on. Say what you will, state how you feel, but hey, you can never erase my appeal. Mind states high fire rate, I'm half irate. My face, my lie bait, verbal lie made, sight mate, face when trying hard to pirate. High stakes, too much piled on my pie plate. Get on the wave, get on the wave, see me on stage, well misbehave. Get on the train, get out the way. Get on the wave, get on the wave, see me on stage, well misbehave. Get on my wave, hit me now. Get on the wave, get on the wave, see me on stage, well misbehave. Get on the train and get out the way. Get on the wave, get on the wave, see me on stage, well misbehave. Get on my wave, hit me now. Track selector, fast forward, my heart's mecca. I director, shots fired like non-techer. Vibe setter, grab pulls to my center. Hand lector, eat them seeds from my brecker. Airbender, all styles that dissect them. My center from H-Wood to Tribeca. A triple threat, I hold the trifecta. Ball wrecker, I break balls to 9 vectors. Line stepper, most rappers mouth zephyrs. My skill, untouchable, like child lepers. And now I'm loud, too loud, no shy methods. And now I'm proud of my hood, the shy's better. Metaphors, sublim in my records. Nevermore, rub limbs to warm embers. Hella bored of same flows from fake G's. I pull insane feats on a break beat. Get on the wave, get on the wave. See me on stage, well misbehave. Get on the train, get out the way. Get on the wave, get on the wave. See me on stage, well misbehave. Get on my wave, hit me now. Get on the wave, get on the wave. See me on stage, well misbehave. Get on the train and get out the way. Get on the wave, get on the wave. See me on stage, well misbehave. Get on my wave, hit me now. Somewhere to try, never do, never do. There ain't nothing I've left to prove. I make all the songs that make you move. I make all the songs that make you. Somewhere to try, never do, never do. There ain't nothing I've left to prove. I make all the songs that make you move. I make all the songs that make you get on the way, get on the way. Try, never do. Misbehave, get on the way. I'm down the way. Get on the way, get on the way. Songs that make you misbehave. Get on my way, get on my way, get on my way, try on stage, won't misbehave. Get on the train, the down the way, get on the way, get on the way, songs that make stage, won't misbehave. Get on my way, songs that make you. Evidenced by elements in this room I can speak of, and by all the sedimental left up in your speaker. I know I'm stuck in your dome like a eureka. I know for breaking the heart, so eyes are leaking. Speak it into truth, seek it, no be doomed. Words that live by or written in a tomb. Raised in the bones, been dope from the womb. Hell bent to begin the hope of the new generation. Feel awake, get on, celebrate the try to ride the wave I be on. Say what you will, state how you feel, but hey, you can never erase my appeal. Mind states high fire rate, I'm half irate. My face, my lie bait, verbal lie made, sight mate, face when trying hard to pirate. High stakes, too much piled on my pie plate. Get on the wave, get on the wave. See me on stage, well misbehave. Get on the train, get out the way. Get on the wave, get on the wave. See me on stage, well misbehave. Get on my wave, hit me now. Get on the wave, get on the wave. See me on stage, well misbehave. Get on the train and get out the way. Get on the wave, get on the wave. See me on stage, well misbehave. Get on my wave, hit me now. Track selector, fast forward, my heart's mecca. I director, shots fired like non-techer. Vibe setter, grab pulls to my center. Hand lector, eat them seeds from my brecker. Airbender, all styles that dissect them. My center from H-Wood to Tribeca. A triple threat, I hold the trifecta. Ball wrecker, I break balls to 9 vectors. Line line stepper, most rappers mouth zephyrs. My skill untouchable, like child lepers. And now I'm loud, too loud, no shy methods. And now I'm proud of my hood, the shy's better. Metaphors, sublim in my records. Nevermore, rub limbs to warm embers. Hella bored of same flows from fake G's. I pull insane feats on a break beat. Get on the wave, get on the wave. See me on stage, what misbehave. Get on the train, I'll get out of the way. Get on the wave, get on the wave. See me on stage, what misbehave. Get on my wave, hit me now. Get on the wave, get on the wave. See me on stage, what misbehave. Get on the train and get out the way. Get on the wave, get on the wave. See me on stage, what misbehave. Get on my wave, hit me now. Somewhere to try, never do, never do. There ain't nothing I've left to prove. I make all the songs that make you move. I make all the songs that make you. Somewhere to try, never do, never do. There ain't nothing I've left to prove. I make all the songs that make you move. I make all the songs that make you get on the way, get on the way. Try never do, misbehave. Get on the way, I'm down the way. Get on the way, get on the way. Songs that make you misbehave. Get on my way, songs that make you get on my way. Get on my way, try never do, misbehave. Get on the train, get out the way. Get on the way, get on the way. Songs that make you misbehave. Get on my way, songs that make you. Evidence by elements in this room I can speak of, and by all the sediment I left up in your speaker. I know I'm stuck in your dome like a eureka. I know for breaking the heart, so eyes are leaking. Speaking into truth, seek it, no be doomed. Words that live by or are in a tomb. Raised in the wounds, been dope from the womb. Hell bent to bring the hope of the new generation. Feel awake, get on, celebrate and try to ride the wave I be on. Say what you will, state how you feel, but hey, you can never erase my appeal. Mind states high fire rate, I'm half irate. My face, my libate, verbal line made, sight mate, face when trying hard to pirate. High stakes, too much piled on my pie plate. Get on the wave, get on the wave. See me on stage, what misbehave. Get on the train, I'll get out the way. Get on the wave, get on the wave. See me on stage, what misbehave. Get on my wave, hit me now. Get on the wave, get on the wave. See me on stage, what misbehave. Get on the train and get out the way. Get on the wave, get on the wave. See me on stage, what misbehave. Get on my wave, hit me now. Track selector, fast forward, my heart's mecca. I director, shots fired like non-techer. Vibe setter, grab pulls to my center. Hand lector, eat them seeds from my brecker. Airbender, all styles that dissect them. My sector from H-Wood to Tribeca. A triple threat, I hold the trifecta. Ball wrecker, I break bars to 9 vectors. Line stepper, most rappers mouth zephyrs. My skill untouchable, like child lepers. And now I'm loud, too loud, no shy methods. And now I'm proud of my hood, the shy's better. Metaphors, sublim in my records. Nevermore, rub limbs to warm embers. Hella bored of same flows from fake G's. I pull insane feats on a break beat. Get on the wave, get on the wave. See me on stage, what misbehave. Get on the train, I'll get out the way. Get on the wave, get on the wave. See me on stage, what misbehave. Get on my wave, hit me now. Get on the wave, get on the wave. See me on stage, what misbehave. Get on the train and get out the way. Get on the wave, get on the wave. See me on stage, what misbehave. Get on my wave, hit me now. Somewhere to try, never do, never do. There ain't nothing I've left to prove. I make all the songs that make you move. I make all the songs that make you. Somewhere to try, never do, never do. There ain't nothing I've left to prove. I make all the songs that make you move. I make all the songs that make you get on the way, get on the way. Try never do, misbehave. Get on the way, I'm down the way. Get on the way, get on the way. Songs that make you misbehave. Get on my way, songs that make you get on my way. Get on my way, try never do, misbehave. Get on the train, get out the way. Get on the way, get on the way. Songs that make you misbehave. Get on my way, songs that make you. Evidenced by elements in this room I can speak of, and by all the sediment I left up in your speaker. I know I'm stuck in your dome like a eureka. I know for breaking the heart, so eyes are leaking. Speak it into truth, seek it, don't be doomed. Words that live by or in a tomb. Raised in the ruins, been dope from the womb. Hell bent to bring the hope of the new generation. Feel awake, get on, celebrate the try to ride the wave I be on. Say what you will, state how you feel, but hey, you can never erase my appeal. Mind states high fire rate, I'm half irate. My face, my lie bait, verbal line made, sight mate, face when trying hard to pirate. High stakes, too much piled on my pie plate. Get on the wave, get on the wave, see me on stage, well misbehave. Get on the train, or get out of the way. Get on the wave, get on the wave, see me on stage, well misbehave. Get on my wave, hit me now. Get on the wave, get on the wave, see me on stage, well misbehave. Get on the train, or get out the way. Get on the wave, get on the wave, see me on stage, well misbehave. Get on my wave, hit me now. Track selector, fast forward, my heart's mecca. I director, shots fired like non-techer. Vibe setter, grab pulls to my center. Hand lector, eat them seeds from my brecker. Airbender, all styles that dissect them. My sector from H-Wood to Tribeca. A triple threat, I hold the trifecta. Ball wrecker, I break balls to 9 vectors. Line stepper, most rappers mouth zephyrs. My skill, untouchable, like child lepers. And now I'm loud, too loud, no shy methods. And now I'm proud of my hood, the shy's better. Metaphors, sublime in my records. Nevermore, rub limbs to warm embers. Hella bored of same flows from fake G's. I pull insane feats on a break beat. Get on the wave, get on the wave. See me on stage, well misbehave. Get on the train, or get out of the way. Get on the wave, get on the wave. See me on stage, well misbehave. Get on my wave, hit me now. Get on the wave, get on the wave. See me on stage, well misbehave. Get on the train, or get out the way. Get on the wave, get on the wave. See me on stage, well misbehave. Get on my wave, hit me now. Somewhere to try, never do, never do. There ain't nothing I've left to prove. I make all the songs that make you move. I make all the songs that make you. Somewhere to try, never do, never do. There ain't nothing I've left to prove. I make all the songs that make you move. I make all the songs that make you. Get on the wave, get on the wave. Try, never do. Misbehave. Get on the way, I'm down the way. Get on the wave, get on the way. Songs that make you misbehave. Get on my way, get on my way, get on my way, try on stage, or misbehave. Get on the train, get out of the way, get on the way, get on my way, songs that make stage, or misbehave. Get on my way, songs that make you. Hear me now. Evidenced by elements in this room I can speak of, and by all the sediment I left up in your speaker. I know I'm stuck in your dome like a eureka. I know for breaking the heart, so eyes are leaking. Speak it into truth, seek it, don't be doomed. Words that live by or in a tomb. Raised in the ruins, been dope from the womb. Hell bent to bring the hope of the new generation. Feel awake, get on, celebrate the try to ride the wave I be on. Say what you will, state how you feel, but hey, you can never erase my appeal. Mind states high fire rate, I'm half irate. My face, my lie bait, verbal line made, sight mate, face when trying hard to pirate. High stakes, too much piled on my pie plate. Get on the wave, get on the wave. See me on stage, well misbehave. Get on the train, or get out the way. Get on the wave, get on the wave. See me on stage, well misbehave. Get on my wave, hit me now. Get on the wave, get on the wave. See me on stage, well misbehave. Get on the train, or get out the way. Get on the wave, get on the wave. See me on stage, well misbehave. Get on my wave, hit me now. Track selector, fast forward, my heart's mecca. I director, shots fired like non-techer. Vibe setter, grab pulls to my center. Hand lector, eat them seeds from my brecker. Airbender, all styles that dissect them. My sector from H-Wood to Tribeca. A triple threat, I hold the trifecta. Ball wrecker, I break balls to 9 vectors. Line stepper, most rappers mouth zephyrs. My skill untouchable, like child lepers. And now I'm loud, too loud, no shy methods. And now I'm proud of my hood, the shy's better. Metaphors, sublim in my records. Nevermore, rub limbs to warm embers. Hella bored of same flows from fake G's. I pull insane feats on a break beat. Get on the wave, see me on stage, what misbehave. Get on the trend, get out the way. Get on the wave, get on the wave, see me on stage, what misbehave. Get on my wave, hit me now. Get on the wave, get on the wave, see me on stage, what misbehave. Get on the trend, get out the way. Get on the wave, get on the wave, see me on stage, what misbehave. Get on my wave, hit me now. Somewhere in the try, never do. There ain't nothing I've left to prove. I make all the songs that make you move. I make all the songs that make you. Somewhere in the try, never do. There ain't nothing I've left to prove. I make all the songs that make you move. I make all the songs that make you. Get on the way, get on the way. Try on stage, will misbehave. Get on the way, I'm down the way. Get on the way, get on the way. Songs that make stage will misbehave. Get on the way, songs that make you. Get on my way, get on my way. Try on stage, will misbehave. Get on the trend, get out the way. Get on the way, get on the way. Songs that make stage will misbehave. Get on the way, songs that make you. Evidence by elements in this room I can speak of, and by all the sediment I left up in your speaker. I know I'm stuck in your dome like a eureka. I know for breaking the heart, so eyes are leaking. Speaking into truth, seek it, no be doomed. Words that live by or are in a tomb. Raised in the ruins, been dope from the womb. Hell bent to begin the hope of the new generation. Feel awake, get on, celebrate and try to ride the wave I be on. Say what you will, state how you feel, but hey, you can never erase my appeal. Mind states high fire rate, I'm half irate. My face, my lie bait, verbal line made, sight mate, face when trying hard to pirate. High stakes, too much piled on my pie plate. Get on the wave, get on the wave, see me on stage, what misbehave. Get on the trend, get out the way. Get on the wave, get on the wave, see me on stage, what misbehave. Get on my wave, hit me now. Get on the wave, get on the wave, see me on stage, what misbehave. Get on the trend, get out the way. Get on the wave, get on the wave, see me on stage, what misbehave. Get on my wave, hit me now. Track selector, fast forward, my heart's mecca. I director, shots fired like non-techer. Vibe setter, grab pulls to my center. Hand lector, eat them seeds from my brecker. Airbender, all styles that dissect them. My sector from H-Wood to Tribeca. A triple threat, I hold the trifecta. Ball wrecker, I break bars to 9 vectors. Line stepper, most rappers mouth zephyrs. My skill untouchable, like child lepers. And now I'm loud, too loud, no shy methods. And now I'm proud of my hood, the shy's better. Metaphors, sublim in my records. Nevermore, rub limbs to warm embers. Hella bored of same flows from fake G's. I pull insane feats on a break beat. Get on the wave, get on the wave. See me on stage, what misbehave. Get on the trend, get out the way. Get on the wave, get on the wave. See me on stage, what misbehave. Get on my wave, hit me now. Get on the wave, get on the wave. See me on stage, what misbehave. Get on the trend, get out the way. Get on the wave, get on the wave. See me on stage, what misbehave. Get on my wave, hit me now. Somewhere in the try, never do. There ain't nothing I've left to prove. I make all the songs that make you move. I make all the songs that make you. Somewhere in the try, never do. There ain't nothing I've left to prove. I make all the songs that make you move. I make all the songs that make you. Get on the way, get on the way. Try on stage, will misbehave. Get on the way, I'm down the way. Get on the way, get on the way. Songs that make stage will misbehave. Get on the way, songs that make you. Get on my way, get on my way. Try on stage, will misbehave. Get on the trend, get out the way. Get on the way, get on the way. Songs that make stage will misbehave. Get on the way, songs that make you. Evidence by elements in this room I can speak of, and by all the sentimental left up in your speaker. I know I'm stuck in your dome like a eureka. I know for breaking the heart, so eyes are leaking. Speaking into truth, seek it, don't be doomed. Words that live by or written in a tomb. Raised in the bones, been dope from the womb. Hell bent to begin the hope of the new generation. Feel awake, get on, celebrate the try to ride the wave I be on. Say what you will, state how you feel, but hey, you can never erase my appeal. Mind states high fire rate, I'm half irate. My face, my lie bait, verbal line made, sight mate, face been trying hard to pirate. High stakes, too much pound on my pie plate. Get on the wave, get on the wave, see me on stage, well misbehave. Get on the train, get out of the way. Get on the wave, get on the wave, see me on stage, well misbehave. Get on my wave, hit me now. Get on the wave, get on the wave, see me on stage, well misbehave. Get on the train and get out the way. Get on the wave, get on the wave, see me on stage, well misbehave. Get on my wave, hit me now. Track selector, fast forward, my heart's mecca. I director, shots fired like non-techer. Vibe setter, grab pulls to my center. Hand lector, eat them seeds from my brecker. Airbender, all styles that dissect them. My sector from H-Wood to Tribeca. A triple threat, I hold the trifecta. Ball wrecker, I break balls to 9 vectors. Line stepper, most rappers mouth zephyrs. My skill, untouchable, like child lepers. And now I'm loud, too loud, no shy methods. And now I'm proud of my hood, the shy's better. Metaphors, sublim in my records. Nevermore, rub limbs to warm embers. Hella bored of same flows from fake G's. I pull insane feats on a break beat. Get on the wave, get on the wave. See me on stage, well misbehave. Get on the train, get out of the way. Get on the wave, get on the wave. See me on stage, well misbehave. Get on my wave, hit me now. Get on the wave, get on the wave. See me on stage, well misbehave. Get on the train and get out the way. Get on the wave, get on the wave. See me on stage, well misbehave. Get on my wave, hit me now. Somewhere in the try, never do, never do. There ain't nothing I've left to prove. I make all the songs that make you move. I make all the songs that make you. Somewhere in the try, never do, never do. There ain't nothing I've left to prove. I make all the songs that make you move. I make all the songs that make you. Get on the way, get on the way. Try never do, misbehave. Get on the way, I'm down the way. Get on the way, get on the way. Songs that make you misbehave. Get on my way, songs that make you. Get on my way, get on my way. Try never do, misbehave. Get on the train, get out of the way. Get on the way, get on the way. Songs that make you misbehave. Get on my way, songs that make you. Evidence by elements in this room I can speak of, and by all the sentimental left up in your speaker. I know I'm stuck in your dome like a eureka. I know for breaking the heart, so eyes are leaking. Speaking into truth, seek it, don't be doomed. Words that live by or written in a tomb. Raised in the bones, been dope from the womb. Hell bent to begin the hope of the new generation. Feel awake, get on, celebrate the try to ride the wave I be on. Say what you will, state how you feel, but hey, you can never erase my appeal. Mind states high fire rate, I'm half irate. My face, my lie bait, verbal line made, sight mate, face been trying hard to pirate. High stakes, too much pound on my pie plate. Get on the wave, get on the wave. See me on stage, well misbehave. Get on the train, get out the way. Get on the wave, get on the wave. See me on stage, well misbehave. Get on my wave, hit me now. Get on the wave, get on the wave. See me on stage, well misbehave. Get on the train and get out the way. Get on the wave, get on the wave. See me on stage, well misbehave. Get on my wave, hit me now. Track selector, fast forward, my heart's mecca. I director, shots fired like non-techer. Vibe setter, grab pulls to my center. Hand lector, eat them seeds from my brecker. Airbender, all styles that dissect them. My center from H-Wood to Tribeca. A triple threat, I hold the trifecta. Ball wrecker, I break bars to 9 vectors. Line stepper, most rappers mouth zephyrs. My skill untouchable like child lepers. And now I'm loud, too loud, no shy methods. And now I'm proud of my hood, the shy's better. Metaphors, sublime in my records. Nevermore, rub limbs to warm embers. Hella bored of same flows from fake G's. I pull insane feats on a break beat. Get on the wave, get on the wave. See me on stage, well misbehave. Get on the train, get out the way. Get on the wave, get on the wave. See me on stage, well misbehave. Get on my wave, hear me now. Get on the wave, get on the wave. See me on stage, well misbehave. Get on the train and get out the way. Get on the wave, get on the wave. See me on stage, well misbehave. Get on my wave, hear me now. Somewhere in the try, never do, never do. There ain't nothing I've left to prove. I make all the songs that make you move. I make all the songs that make you. Somewhere in the try, never do, never do. There ain't nothing I've left to prove. I make all the songs that make you move. I make all the songs that make you get on the way, get on the way, try never do. Misbehave, get on the way, I'm down the way, get on the way, get on the way, songs that make you misbehave, get on the way, songs that make you get on my way, get on my way, try never do. Misbehave, get on the train, get on the way, get on the way, get on the way, songs that make you misbehave, get on the way, songs that make you. Evidence by elements in this room I can speak of, and by all the sedimental left up in your speaker. I know I'm stuck in your dome like a eureka. I know for breaking the heart, so eyes are leaking. Speaking into truth, seek it, don't be doomed. Words that live by or are in a tomb. Raised in the bones, been dope from the womb. Hell bent to begin the hope of the new generation. Feel awake, get on, celebrate and try to ride the wave I be on. Say what you will, state how you feel, but hey, you can never erase my appeal. Mind states high fire rate, I'm half irate. My face, my libate, verbal I made sight mate face when trying hard to pirate. High stakes, too much piled on my pie plate. Get on the wave, get on the wave. See me on stage, well misbehave. Get on the train, get out the way. Get on the wave, get on the wave. See me on stage, well misbehave. Get on my wave.
So, today, magandang hapon na sa inyo as
Gabi
we are
na,
back
pare!
again. Ay, gabi na! Oh my God! Hapon tuloy!
Gabi na, pare! Tama!
Grabe!
Ay,
Parang
nako.
napagod yata ako kanina. Sorry.
Baka nakakapagod yung
Tagal.
nakita kasi natin laro kanina, no? Pare talaga mga naman nag-aapoy,
Yeah.
no? Yung buong kapanan ng Cubs
Talaga.
PH, no? Pero, this time, makikita na naman natin, Cubs PH, ang kalaban nila ay 𝗟𝗏𝗡𝗂𝑠. Parang, may kilala ka ba dito? Pero ako kasi wala akong kilala dito sa 𝗟𝗏𝗡𝗂𝑠, no? So, for me, they are fresh in terms of names, pero kung titignan mo yung rank dito, nakikita ko sila sa lobby, eh. Kung titignan mo yung rank, mga hindi nagkakalayo, no? So, ano sa tingin mo mangyayari dito, Zoran?
Siyempre, pag mga ganyan na sitwasyon, mainita na talaga yung laban from first match. Yes, technically speaking, this is the finals. Nakikita natin dito mga platinum rank, diamond rank, then meron dito masters. So, anything goes, bakbakan pa din to. Dahil in here is the finals. Ayun mga expect ko dito, bloodbath could be pwede umabot ng game 3, but we will never know. We will never know.
Oo,
Unexpected, but possibility. Mainit yung laban dito, boss. Pikayuls.
Malainit talaga, no? Lalo na't sinabi mo na pwedeng umabot ng 3 games. So, with that being said, sa mga nanonood natin dyan sa Facebook man o sa Twitch, no? Best of 3 nga pala ang pinaglalabanan dito ng ating mga koponan. And of course, may limpak-limpak na prize pool. Balita ko, 2,500 yata sa magti-champion, no? Pero, syempre, no? Sino nga ba yung mga naghatid talaga ng grasya para sa Gear Games LOL natin ngayon? So, Zoran, maaari mo bang ipakilala sa mga ating mga manonood kung sino nga ba ang ating mga official sponsors para dito?
Siyempre, our 2 official sponsors yung nagganap talaga dito sa livestream or this tournament, GG, LOL Aram, is none other than Rumble Royale and then Riot Games.
Yan!
As Rumble Royale, talaga, Eto, kilala ko talaga to. Nakapasok na ako ng event nito. Grabe yung pag-organize nito. Because this is one of the pioneers when it comes to spreading news and entertainment in the gaming industry. Since 2013, the love Rumble Royale has throughout the year lasted till the present and is still here to bring the best and fresh gaming content to its community. Content, share, play with Rumble Royale. And don't forget to follow their Facebook page, which is Rumble Royale. And here, we got one of the best companies founded in 2006, Riot Games, have been developing, publishing, supporting its player-focused games, thriving and giving its player and its community's needs, surpassing expectations right here. Building an environment where players can interact with their fellow players, Riot Games themselves, making games and serving the people who love them feel that they belong. Riot Games, where players are first.
Yan, no? So, kung nakikita natin nga, andito na tayo sa ating champ select, no? Actually, di siya champ select kasi random naman to, no? Pero, ayan, let's have a brief summary lang dito, no? 𝗟𝗡𝘅, meron silang 𝗬𝗠𝗏, 𝗏𝗏𝘅, 𝗏𝗏𝘅 on Twitch. Habang dito naman sa side ng 𝖘𝗏𝘆𝗏𝗏, meron tayong 𝗟𝗏𝗏𝗏, Morgana, 𝗟𝗏𝗩𝗏𝗏, and Velvet, no? So, really surprising here sa lineup ng 𝖘𝗏𝗏𝗏 is puro sila AP. Alright, puro sila mage. So, when it comes to damage prowess, no, especially on mid game, maganda yung mapoprovide nila. Pero, if you're gonna be taking a look at the opposite side din, no, sa 𝗟𝗡𝘅, dalawa sa kanila, may potential na maging tank. It's going to be the 𝗬𝗠𝗏 and the 𝗟𝗏𝗏. Magandang frontline din, may setup coming in from their team, and as well as a powerful backline, namely Twitch and 𝗟𝗏𝗏. So, 𝗟𝗏𝗏, global yung ult niya, sure ball sa lahat ng matatamaan na buhay na champions. Habang si Twitch naman, mahaba din yung range and yung mga lason niya talaga, pare, talagang magiging kakaiba dito. So, when it comes to the draft, so far, ako personal lang to dito ako sa 𝗟𝗡𝘅, pre, for game 1. Pero gusto ko marinig din yung ideas mo, Zoran. Sa tingin mo, ano bang meron dito yung 𝖘𝗏𝗏𝗏 natin para mas maging lamang dito o maging yamado sa laban natin?
Speaking yung 𝖘𝗏𝗏𝗏, yun nga sinabi mo, puro AP, and while on the other side here, merong 𝗟𝗏𝗏𝗏 and then Twitch, dahil yung laso ng Twitch, we cannot forget that damage, sobrang sakit talaga niyan pag nagbe-build na ng item. And here with 𝗟𝗏𝗏, grabe ang AoE na ito and the damage mabibigay dito. But, going back in, maybe, dito lang sa in my opinion, dahil dito sa 𝖘𝗏𝗏𝗏, parang may lamang din sila if may execute nila throughout that skills dahil mga AP, malakas burst damage ng AP. So, technically speaking, they got that Ahri, they got Velvet, they got here Morgana being their tank. So, technically here speaking, they got the upper hand, but balansin naman yung lineup, but in execution wise, kailangan highly executable dapat ang gagawin ng 𝖘𝗏𝗏𝗏. For the other side here with 𝗟𝗡𝘅, kailangan nila mag-build ng item, let that Twitch Caitlyn 𝗟𝗏𝗏 get those items para sumakit, and being 𝗬𝗏𝗏 and 𝗟𝗏𝗏 being the front lines, taking the damage for them to waste the skills of the other side of the enemy's 𝖘𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏.
Nabanggit mo rin dito kanina, no, yung sinasabi nating yung potential nila na makahuli, no? And we do have here a lot of options when it comes to the mage, no? So sa side ng 𝖘𝗏𝗏𝗏, meron silang Morgana, no? Sobrang ganda nung kanyang skills in order to, jail down a member lang, no? Pag-uusapan natin yung skill set. Pero pag may ultimate na siya, pwede siyang maraming mahuli, no, nung kanyang chains. Then, they also do have the Malzahar. Meron din siyang pangkulong. Then, same thing with the Ahri as well, with the Charm. So, when it comes to that, every single members of them, halos may crowd controls. Kasi si Velvet may knock-off din, no? So, si Illaoi lang ata yung wala, pero may slow siya, kahit paano. So, technically speaking, yung 𝖘𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏, maganda yung 1v1s nila. Pero the thing is, can they actually convert it mamaya lamang, no? Para sa ating game na, alam mo yun, magkakaroon sila ng magandang value out of it. Kasi so far, individual skills, maganda yung kanilang lineup. Pero I'm not quite sure how it would boil down maya-maya lamang sa ating actual game. In which, nandito na nga tayo, Zoran, sa ating game number 1 ng Grand Finals sa ating araw.
Grand Finals game number 1 as going back in talagang single mga lang, parang for 1v1 best opportunity yung here at pero nagkakaroon na ng poke. Grabe simula pa lang dito hindi mo na hold on, aggressiveness coming in from there. Tignan natin yung damage magagawa, but from that right there, that 𝗟𝗏𝗏𝗏, that yes, Hold on, nagigigil! Wait lang, wala pang 1 minuto, 𝗵𝗃𝘀𝗀, pero lahat ng teammates ng 𝗖𝗏𝗏𝗡𝗃 are down.
Grabe, less than 1 minute. Naka-ace nga kagad sila dito, no? Yung side ng 𝗵𝗃𝘅. And I do love the fact na si 𝗘𝗀𝘀, kinuha niya yung kanyang 4th skill, yung bird stance, yung kung tawagin dati. No? So, yung AoE kasi nun is maganda pag binitawan mo once your passive pops off, no? Kasi, ayan yung ganyan, nag-charge siya, no? Sa mga kalaban nila. Pero naku, ang ganda ng knock-up din dito.
Oh no! Nako!
Oh no!
Oh no!
Bakit?
Nangyari dito? Pero hindi pa din natutuloy. Grabe the damage that knock-up coming in from 𝗵𝗃𝘅.
Hindi ko matapos yung analysis ko, pare, kasi sobrang bilis dito ng galawan ng 𝗵𝗃𝘅. Ako po, pag tinamaan kayo ng headshot ng Caitlyn, say bye-bye na doon sa Salamander!
Yung Salamander, pero yun na nga, pumasok. Pero wala pa muna mamatay, mantika na. But GEARxRR goes in by that witch. The poison, grabbing, poking right there. But hindi pa nagtatapos. GoPort going in with that Karthus. Grabbing damage at AoE ng Karthus neto This is something coming in from 𝗵𝗃𝘅.
Oh, no, despite na they do lack the setup, no, ang meron lang silang setup is going to be 𝗟𝗏𝗄𝗏 with the 𝗟𝗏𝗃, no. Hindi naman talaga nagpapauli. Yung kanilang teamwork, yung kanilang macro plays, damage output, hindi talaga sila nabe-behind so far sa ating game. So, quite curious what would be the counter-attack dito sa side ng 𝗖𝗏𝗏𝗃 despite having those gold advantage, or rather yung kanilang item advantage kasi nakaka-uwi na sila ng base. Medyo nabe-behind na sila sa gold. And if they do shut down, yes, may bounty sila, pero mas makakabili na maraming items dito yung 𝗵𝗃𝘅.
True. Dahil sila talaga may madaming kills from that 2 minutes or almost 3 minutes in. Grabe na bibigay dito. As nakita natin, 2k gold yung nakikita natin sa 𝗵𝗃𝘅. As it here, they're just poking in, nag-flash in. Hold on. The flash. Oh my god.
Wala masyadong
Hindi
value.
pa magtatapos. Hindi pa masyadong value, pero grabe yung flash doon. Technically speaking, uy!
Sinibesis! Pare!
Wait na! What the? Hindi oh my god!
Pare!
Wait lang! Hindi mo na nagtatapos! Nag-shutdown muna! What is happening right here? The set, the cartoons, the pokes, the here! Oh my god! The bloodbath again! Coming in! Yung items na kinukuha! Oh my god! 𝗵𝗃𝘀𝘀!
Okay!
This is some
Kinain!
bloodbath! Kinain pa nga! Oh my god! Hindi pa din nagtatapos!
Ayan pa, may
no,
sumutsog pa!
channeling! Oh no!
Ang ganda ng ult, pare!
Ganda! Ganda talaga ang ult yun, 𝗵𝗃𝘀𝘀. And here we're going in for double kill coming in from GoPort.
Ay, grabe. Talaga namang masakit. Lahat ng members dito na magkabila ang team. Pero lamang na lamang pangakin dito yung side ng 𝗵𝗃𝘅 after that. Pero si Nemesis, nakakanim na naman. Kakaskod niya pa lang. At naku po, umangat na naman siya dito. Pero si 𝗘𝗀𝗀, handang taktihin lahat. Pero ano nga ba ang kasunod ito para sa kanila?
Ayun na, nakasunod na nga. Lufia coming there with a kill. General Luna down. Nakikita natin dito is still complete game. May items na din yung kabila. Pero 𝗟𝗏𝗄𝗏, hold on. Coming in from the back. Caitlyn with a double kill. Killing that Ahri. Grabe ka na, Lufia. Damage right there.
Pare, si 𝗟𝗏𝗄𝗏, ang taas ng damage output niya kahit wala pa siyang item dito. Tear of Goddess pa lang yan. May 450 gold bounty na siya. At talagang hindi masyado nagmimintes, no? Yung kanyang knock-up skill, no? Talagang he does really make sure na merong aangat dito doon sa side ng 𝗖𝗏𝗏𝗃. So, 𝗖𝗏𝗏𝗃, on the other hand, medyo dehado sila in terms of the kills. Pero maganda pa din naman yung potential na bawi nila knowing na they do have the items. Meron na rin malignance dito yung kanilang Ahri. So, they do have some magical penetration as of the moment.
Oh yes, they have the magical penetration but coming in for Hero Blood, but again happening with the flash going in. Oh no, 𝗟𝗏𝗄 still dominating here. Grabe na ginagawa nito. Muntika na mamatay dito yung Karthus. Pero napatay lang ni Squid here. That, oh my god, di ko naman alaman. Sunod-sunod yung patay. Double kill coming in. The damage! Pare! What was that?
Pero ito medyo delikado yun. Na-shutdown nila si 𝗟𝗏𝗄𝗏. That's actually 750 gold as far as I know yung nakuha dito ni 𝗟𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏. So, malaking add up yun sa kanilang economy and as well as sa itemization nila. Pero General Luna ang tatangkin dito para muna sa side ng 𝗖𝗏𝗏𝗃 at magkaroon ng reset at ma-force yung reset actually dito. Downside of the
Oh
𝗵𝗃𝘅.
my god! Hindi pa napapatigil. Ayun na nga, dito nagpapatuloy pa nga. Di pa na umaano yung Caitlyn. Double kill. Is it gonna go for triple kill?
Okay.
Oh no, quadra kill coming in from that Caitlyn. Lufia and Amasu going in, being the tank right here. And Caitlyn with that Lufia. Grabe yung ginagawa ni Lufia being that damage dealer. As here, grabe, hold on, yung maano pa dito, papatayin pa ba? No! Sabi ni Lufia, hindi mo mapapatay dito. I got the items coming in. And now, it is a possibility of another team fight gonna happen in here.
Okay.
Di ba muna? Okay. Okay, chill lang muna daw, Pikayo.
Pero pare, hindi sila chill. Sila Messi, slow health na naman.
Oh my god, low health na naman. Kala ko naman chill lang muna dahil nag-disengage. But there is in. Killing Lufia right there. Grabe, may bounty pa dun si Lufia. So, malaki nakuha ng ano dito, ng ano. But here, we're going in again. Monsieur has slain Amasuo. Going down, grabe. Here na squeeze kills Monsieur. And now, going in for double kill. Grabe, napatay na yung Velvet. And oh my god! Hold on, Ari! Ay, no! Oh my god! Natore pa, Pikayols.
Hindi siya natore, pare. Na-snipe siya nung Caitlyn the moment na lumabas siya doon sa may portal. Sayang na sayang. Ayaw niya sana mapunta yung gold sa kanilang kalaban sa 𝗟𝗩𝗘, pero on timing naman yung respawn dito ng Caitlyn. Pero eto na, 4 na miyembro, umarangkada na naman para sa 𝗚𝗏𝗡𝗅.
Arangkada na naman talaga dito sa 𝗚𝗏𝗡𝗅 going in. Talagang sobrang pressure na bibigay dito ng ano, 𝗟𝗏𝗡, the damage that Caitlyn, that Amasu being the tank, pero nakuha pa, pero here with the charm, wala pa natamaan, pero nakatakas pa. As here we could see, low health na dito si Kokom, and now they're just going in for pokes. Mainit pa din yung laban. Wala mo na nag-chill. It's just a one lane happening right here.
Oh, one lane talaga, pare, dahil all mid to, no, pare? One lane talaga yung makikita
all mid
natin
talaga.
dito. All mid ng all mid. Laban kung laban. Mahirap dito dahil walang balikan sa base kundi pag namatay ka lang. Pero General Luna, nahatak na naman yung kaluluwa din ng
Oh
dito.
no! Attack na nga dito.
Mamamatay yung isa!
Mamamatay! Oh no! That no! Oh my god! Namatay yung isa! Done! Going in! General Luna has slain Kokom. And now here, Amasu going in for the kills. Oh no! It's not going to end yet. Double ill coming in. But here we could see that Twitch and that Lufia with the snipe. Ace! Tapusin na talaga to. Pero mababalik yung Morgana. Pero they're just gonna take down the tower. Kaya talaga ito tapusin talaga, Pikayols eh.
Hindi, actually, at least inhib na pala. Hindi ko napansin na 5 seconds lang, no? Pero, maganda yun, answer back dito, no? Sa side ng 𝗚𝗏𝗡𝗅, no? Pinakalat na kagad na yung second skill ng Morgana for their total defense, and they do take down Lufia in the process as well. So, Kokom, kailangan nila tumakbo if they don't want the bounty to boil down para sa side ng 𝗚𝗏𝗡𝗅.
They're not gonna boil down here, pero here's a clash again happening here. Oh my god, Monsieur, that damage coming in from there. Go for the damage. Hold on. The front that Udyr Kokom. Grabe. Talagang being that front right there. And now they're gonna go for target Ari. But here comes a Velvet coming in. And pinasok lang dito. A 2v4 situation. One man down coming in for 𝗟𝗏𝗡. But they got 2 from that 4v2. And here we could see this is gonna be a defension right here. 3v3. Low health lang yung si Goport here. And now may sure dito na knock up. Grabe nangyayari dito, Pikayols.
Oh, sure, knock up nga talaga yung kanilang inaabangan dito. Pero ano nga ba ang kasunod dito para sa side ng 𝗟𝗏𝗡? Tatapusin na ba talaga nila? O mag-aantay pa sila ng isang magandang opportunity, no? Para mas mapaganda pa yung laro. Pero kailangan nila mag-ingat, ha? Kahit sobrang angat na angat na sila. 6k gold lead lang pala nakikita natin dito.
6k gold date indeed. And here nakikita natin yung pokes. Pero grabe din, ha? Bumabalik siya ng bumabalik dito yung 𝗟𝗏𝗡. So they technically have the items. And same goes for 𝗚𝗏𝗡𝗅. Nagkakaroon sila ng items kahit namamatay sila. But they still having that damage. Oh no! The solo kill! Salamander is done by that snipe coming in from Lufia. And here na coming in that with that Udyr Nemesis going. Gonna slay Koom. But here comes a Karthus damage! Double kill! Sinabayan! But here 2-man down coming in from 𝗟𝗏𝗡, pero hindi pa din nagtatapos si Velvet. Oh no, this could be a 3v1 situation. Hold on, inaano ng Velvet. But here, napatay pa ni Nemesis ang Lufia. And there we go. Ace coming in from 𝗚𝗏𝗡𝗅.
Ang daming bumagsak sa side ng 𝗘𝗏𝘃 and ang daming nakuwang yaman doon ng side ng 𝗘𝗏𝘅𝗡. So that's actually great for them. Actually, they can actually go for the execution na ngayon. Kaso medyo matagal yung respawn nila, so they don't want to go back to their base as much as possible. Knowing na nagre-respawn na rin unti-unti dito yung mga members. Pero ito na, may nasubsok na!
Ngayon, nasuksok na nga dito. Grabe, to be fun is disengaging right here. Oh no, the 𝗟𝗡𝗟 coming in. That damage coming from the Twitch. Being the front, but here we can see 𝗟𝗩𝘃 at the front again. The damage na magagawa dito. The sniper coming in. Grabe yung damage. Double kill coming in from 𝗟𝗩𝘃. The sniper from Lufia, but here we get the airborne. And now there's not going yet. Here we see. Grabe na yung 𝗟𝗡𝗟. We just left the game. I think there's a disconnection gonna happen right here. But now, this is the end game. Tapos na yata dito. Pare, what is this?
Pero parang hindi yata disconnection yun, pare. Parang tinanggap nila lang na mag-go next yung kanilang team. And this is just a one-sided game, pare.
One-sided indeed. Pero, oh my God!
Full HP silang dumating, pare. Wala pa din silang palag.
Wala talagang palag. Grabe yung nagagawa. Nakita natin yung damage ng ginagawa dun. Grabe. So, thirdly, going back, 𝗘𝗏𝘃 taking the first win in this finals. But, going back right there, grabe yung ginagawa ng damage ng Twitch and then that Caitlyn, and then with 𝗟𝗏𝘃 with that Cho'Gath. And then, hindi natin makakalimutan si 𝗏𝗏𝘃, Dahil, yung sabay-sabay talaga yung pagpatay niya, coming by using that kind of skill, doon na talaga na yung damage dealing. It's just a one-sided talaga. The 𝗘𝗏𝘃 did their best, but in damage output and then the tankiness coming in, 𝗘𝗏𝘃 has all of it.
No, talagang kanila lahat, pare, no? A very one-sided game actually nakita natin, no? 𝗘𝗏𝘃 doesn't have the light actually to do the comeback during game number 1 kasi from the moment na nagsimula yung laro, sobrang laki na kagad na nakuha ang bounty dito ng side ng 𝗘𝗏𝘃, and the moment na they got their first deaths, their first resets, and nakuha na kagad nila yung itemization na kinakailangan, no? And not just that, not just in their macro plays, but I guess the RNG as well na nakuha na ng champions is very well distributed. Kagaya nga na sinabi ko kanina, 𝗘𝗏𝘃, they focus on 1v1s, pero when it comes to the side of 𝗘𝗏𝘃, meron silang crowd control for multiple targets with that Cho'Gath na pag nananak up lagi, no, and hindi masyado mumimintes para sa kanilang side. So, phenomenal execution-wise coming in from them and beautiful draft. So, I do hope na mas magiging maganda yung draft dito ng 𝗘𝗏𝘃 for the upcoming game kasi this is actually their last chance to prove themselves in this stage.
This their last chance indeed. Talagang one more win coming up from 𝗘𝗏𝘃 and they're gonna take that 2,500 pesos being the champs of this GG LOL ARAM. But now, here, an RNG is gonna happen again. If there is gonna have a chance na may game, kung fourth pick makakuha ng 𝗘𝗏𝘃, it would be a good thing. Well, dahil nga, they need that second win or they need to win that second match para lang makalaban pa and to determine their spot in the third game, which will be a 50-50 for 𝗘𝗏𝘃 versus 𝗘𝗏𝘃.
No, dito na talaga magkakaalaman kung kaya nga pa talaga mag-champion ng 𝗘𝗏𝘃 in a dominant fashion because as far as I can tell, kayang-kaya naman talaga nila, no? They were actually controlling the game from start to finish kanina, no? And it seems like 𝗘𝗏𝘃, medyo hirap talaga silang kumatch up, no? They were losing in terms of XP, they were losing in terms of gold. When it comes to setups, yes, they were losing as well dahil si 𝗟𝗏𝘃 sobrang ganda ng conversion ng kanyang Cho'Gath with those knock-ups. So, wala talaga tayong makitang hope kanina from game number 1 at the side of 𝗘𝗏𝘃. Pero again, this is actually a reset for their team. So, who knows kung ano nga ba talaga ang kaya nilang i-provide heading towards game number 2. Ako, excited lang ako dito, Zoran. Pero ikaw, ano sa tingin mo yung pwedeng gawing bawi, no? Pwedeng gawing bawi dito ng side ng 𝗘𝗏𝘃?
Technically speaking, dahil nakita natin yung aggressiveness ng 𝗘𝗏𝘃, so technically, 𝗘𝗏𝘃 now will have to go for stay and chill moment. Defensive muna, magbibuild lang ng gold, and then once, kahit na talaga nila mag-engage, or talaga mananalo na sila sa team fights, doon na talaga kailangan nila. So far, it is still an RNG. If they know what to do with those champions na napipick nila, they have to know what game plan they will have to do in that one lane in Aram. It is a one lane with items they need, the strat they need for team fights. Talagang kailangan ng 𝗟𝗏𝘅𝗡𝑥 to just get that momentum and their champions. And here we see Nautilus, Nidalee, and 𝗟𝗏𝘅𝗡 coming in. But here we see, hold on.
Pwede pa mag-shuffle.
Pwede pa mag-shuffle. Pero grabe nakita natin dito. That 𝗟𝗏𝘅𝗡 and Nidalee right there. From 𝗏𝘅𝗡. And here we see Ornn.
𝗟𝗏𝘅𝗡 yan, pare. 𝗟𝗏𝘅𝗡 yata sila. Kasi
𝗟𝗏𝘅𝗡.
si General Luna yung nasa blue eh. So, I think that's...
Ayaw nga.
Hindi ko nakikita si Kokong tsaka si Luffy eh. So, possible na nag-switch sila, Soran. Pero, mas maganda yung draft ngayon eh, no? Ng parehong team. Parang mas pantay. Ano sa tingin mo?
Sa tingin ko dito, parang balance yung team eh. They got the burst, they have the setups, they have the durability from those tanks, and they have those support coming in. But here we see a Nautilus and Volibear. This could be a good composition, but here we see an 𝗟𝗏𝘅𝗡 coming in from 𝗟𝗏𝘅𝗡. 𝗟𝗏𝘅𝗡 is really good. Di pa yun mawawala dahil nababan pa din yan sa rank games. And here we see an Ornn. It's a one lane. This is a good thing for Ornn with the setup right here.
I highly agree. Sorry for that. Pero I highly agree on your pointers doon, especially dun sa Volibear and Nautilus combo na meron dito. So, mas bakuna talaga yung composition dito ng 𝗟𝗏𝘅𝗡 so far in game number 2. Pero when it comes to the setup, hindi rin naman ganun nabe-behind yung side ng 𝗏𝘅𝗡. They do have Ornn, dun sa may kanyang ultimate yung Toro na pagdunto kay 𝗘𝙝𝗖𝗡 actually. Then they also have the Yone na maganda rin yung mapoprovide yung damage, crowd control as well. And yung sustain niya overall is very well done sa kanyang kit. And may Kled din sila, may Orianna, may pang setup. So, the initial setup would be if this Yone goes in, mamaya-maya lamang, no? Pwedeng isanib doon ni Orianna yung kanyang orb, and then eventually use the shockwave para makapag-create ng set. So, medyo kailangan mag-ingat dito ng 𝗟𝗏𝘅𝗡. Pero the good thing is they do have that mastery para makapag-go in kagad or makapag-go kagad ng fights maya-maya lamang, no? Pero ikaw, what do you think?
But what I think here in so going in fights si Mastery talaga going in, but parang papatingin ako dito sa Aphelios, technically speaking. He is an ADR, masakit tala pa din to usually, but in strat-wise, dahil may Volibear, we got the 𝗟𝗏𝘅𝗡 and Nautilus. What could be the possibility here from coming this Aphelios? Or what could be a good thing for Aphelios to do in this situation? Is he in a disadvantage in this team fight, or may advantage pa siya dito?
Yung Aphelios, actually, I feel like it's not about disadvantage and advantage so far on what he can provide, no, para sa team. Pero I do feel like this is just going to be a backline damage, no, para sa kanilang team. And it's someone that they do have to protect up against that mastery. Kasi, technically speaking, it's just Aphelios and Orianna is going to be the priority target dito para sa side ng 𝗟𝗏𝘅𝗡 up against 𝗏𝘅𝗡. Kasi technically sila yung pinakamalambot, and at the same time, ayaw mong unahin yung frontline. Because if you do kill the frontline first hand, medyo mabe-behind ka. Though it's very vulnerable na kagad yung mga priority targets dapat nila, which is the Aphelios and the Orianna. I feel like they would be missing out na bago na mapatumbay yung mga frontlines, marami na rin bumagsak, no, sa kanilang team. So, that is actually what we need to consider as well at the both compositions of the team. So, to Aphelios, I think he wants to stay alive as much as possible, and he's not going to be the explosive ones in the team kasi sobrang daming threat sa side ng 𝗏𝘅𝗡. Yone pa lang, and that Orianna combo, ang dami na nilang pwedeng gawin. So, what more with that Aphelios? So, Aphelios could actually act as a secondary damage dealer. But again, they do have to protect it as well because Master Yi, nasa kamay siya ng 𝗟𝗏𝘅𝗡.
So technically nandun talaga. Doon pa din na dangerous side with that Master Yi talaga. Going into the back, and then the damage building up right here, and now nag-start pa din dito. So now, technically speaking, in here, we got the Aphelios, we got the Orianna, we got the Yone. So, ang maganda nangyayari dito, but wait lang, hold on, meron na nangyayari.
Oo, meron na, pare.
Situation. Bilis nyo na, wait lang, 30 seconds Mga 30 seconds pa lang, meron na nangyayari dito, boss.
Eh pare, kanina nga, under 1 minute, di ba? Nagkaroon kagad ng Team White. Ace kagad coming in from 𝗟𝗏𝗟. So, possible, baka ganito rin yung mangyari sa ating game number 2.
It is a possible, could be. Dahil dito, they have the balanced team. There's no kind of like disadvantage from both teams. Talagang sino makatarget dito with the hook coming in from that Nautilus. And now they're going to charge in. And here guys going for a kill. First blood coming in from that Nautilus. And another one going down. Nemesis killing GoPort. And here we could see 2-man down in 𝗟𝗏𝗟. Grabe. 𝙘𝗏𝗏𝗡 is still not stopping. Just going for gold. But here we got 𝙤𝙗𝙮𝙗𝗛. Grabe. Dash in, dash out as we could see.
So si 𝗟𝗏𝗟 pala, no, yung may gamit dito ng Yone. So siya pa rin yung magiging setter ng team nila. Kasi that's so far what I can see on their team. Siya pa din yung magiging setter dito, katulad ng Chogat kanina na nag-knockout, no. So different kit pero same results actually yung gamit niya ngayon, no. So, different execution rather, pero same results or same kit pa din, no. So yun yung kailangan i-watch out dito. Nakalimutan ng team.
Lord! The watch out nga doon muna, Picayos, and here we could see at one engagement coming in from 𝗟𝗏𝗟 taking 2 down from 𝗟𝗏𝗏𝗡.
Ang bilis, pare. Ay, ito na
Bilis
naman yung
talaga.
fast-paced execution, pero hindi pa nagtatapos dito!
Oh my god! Hindi pa talaga nagtatapos, Picayos. Talagang yung nag-iinitan pa. Tower diving, but here binabaliktad din Nemesis. Grabe with that 𝗟𝗏𝗟 movement and going in again. 𝗟𝗏𝗟. Oh my god, Nemesis ain't stopping, but Monsieur killing GoPort at the back. And that Yone, grabe ka na Amasuo. No!
Oh no!
Don't minute, man!
Perfectly timed.
Nautilus, what the hook, man?
And perfectly timed din, no, yung pag-first kill ng Master Yi dun in order to secure the kill para sa kanya. Kasi mas malaking income yun and mas beneficial yun for the Master Yi to get the kill. But here again, it's 𝗟𝗏𝗟 trying to engage even further, trying to push down their limits at ma-push back yung side dito ng 𝗟𝗏𝗏𝗡.
Na-push back talaga dito yung 𝗟𝗏𝗏𝗡, but going back to that Nautilus with the hook and then right timing again. Another right timing take there for the hook na huli. Salamander killing Lufia. Now we could see here. Grabe, hook to hook. Nahuli talaga ng Nautilus. Yung mga kalaban niya talaga dito. And now they're gonna go in for a Pope. Not yet. They're backing off. And here we have a technical issue, PKOs. So, looking back right there, what could be the possibility? What could be the possibility or anong pwedeng gawin ng 𝗟𝗏𝗟 para makapalag pa doon sa mga hooks ng Nautilus and Salamander being in the front lines para mapatay or mapisat ng mga kalaban niya?
I'm gonna be honest, pare, sa ngayon wala. Wala silang pwedeng ipang counter as of the moment. I think one of the most viable option is yung Ornn ipahuli na lang nila, like make it as a sacrificial piece from their team, kasi Ornn doesn't deal that much damage, no. It's just a tank that could do the setup, that could catch all the damage para sa team ng 𝗟𝗏𝗟, and let everyone do their job, let everyone do the damage. So I feel like yung pinaka-viable option so far ng 𝗟𝗏𝗟 para makuha yung panalo dito agad at makuha yung rhythm ng kanilang team. Kasi as of the moment, mas dikit yung laban natin dito. So, we're not sure what's gonna happen with 𝗟𝗏𝗟 in the later stages of this game. Pero if 𝗂𝗀 does the job, catches all the damage for the team, mas makakakilos ng mas maganda yung kanya mga teammates if malalayuan niya yung distance from the Master Yi. Kasi di ba si Master Yi, multiple targets yung kaya niyang ipuntahan. So, if masiset niya yung distance, if patatakting niya yung damage, definitely the 4 members from 𝗟𝗏𝗟, mas maganda yung kanilang magiging execution.
So, yun talaga kailangan gawin ng dito, 𝗟𝗏𝗟. So, technically, right here, that is one strategy that is good and could be a possibility may kita natin dito dahil parang nalulugi na sila, there is a possibility malalaman nila yun na plan na yun. And it is a good plan right there coming from UP Kayols dahil yun talaga kailangan. As being a bait, but something happened like here, technical issues, but going back in, that plan is a really solid plan dahil that Ornn is still just a setup. He is a tank. And then kailangan niya talaga protektahin dito yung Orianna, that Aphelios, and that Yone. And then this Kled right there. So being a tank and now here, coming in, technical issues muna nangyayari dito, and here we could see they're just gonna go for pokes. Wala po muna nangyayaring clash, Pikayos.
Oh, no, and we are back into the game. So, quite curious what is going to happen here. Pero ito na tayo set na ginagawa ng Kled. Papasok!
Oh my God! Pumasok na yung Kled dito, but hindi lang. They go for engagement, but binabaliktad na dito ng 𝙘𝙗𝙗𝗟. Grabe! 2-man down. Soul Seal coming in from that yon. Hold on, flash in, flash out. Pero nahuli ng Abesa. Gut stun going in. Double kill coming from that Salamander. And grabe na shutdown na ng Orianna. Okay, we see that Kled going in. Pumasok doon. They started the team fight. But nabaliktad lang ng 𝙘𝙗𝙗𝗟 strikes here. And now na hook. Wala pa muna nahuli. Now they're gonna go for a heal.
I'm gonna go for the heal and multiple shutdowns na nangyari sa magkabilang panic, in which that would be very rewarding actually para sa side ng 𝗏𝗏𝘅 kasi yes, multiple kills from both sides, pero yung shutdown na nakuha ng 𝗏𝗏𝘅 is quite great income para sa kanilang team, and they do have actually malapit na yung gold deficit nila no? Actually it's pretty on par, so medyo mahirapan na dito yung kabilang team.
Hirapan talaga dito yung team, pero here we could see the others going in with the hook, and now Nemesis going in the back. Grabe ginagawa dito. The Master Yi is now in the back also, and now the slash. Grabe. Now they took down Master Yi, but Gooport now is gonna be slain. Not yet. Nabuhay pa, and here we got the knock-up coming in for Coco. But with a trade of one member down with 3 kills. And now, Call of the Forge Gods. Hold on. What is this? Binabaliktad na yung laban. Now they're going in. Pero hindi muna. Tumigil lang muna para makakuha ng minions dito, Pikayuls.
And Amasuo, hindi pa yata nagtatapos dito yung kanyang onslaught. Pero walang masyadong conversion from that engagement actually. So, it's back to normal at least. And 𝗏𝗏𝘅 is trying to push their limits. To push the turret! Pero Salamander, ito na naman!
Salamander, ito na naman talaga. Sneaking in right there. Getting a triple kill. Taking 2 mans in the 𝗏𝗏𝘅.
Shockwave!
The Shockwave! Binaliktad right there! Nakita natin the right timing from that Shockwave!
Shockwave para mabigyan ng isa pang tsansa ang kanilang team. Despite 𝙘𝙗𝙗𝗟 pushing down the limits, eto na nga nagbabalik na kayo mga miyembro dito ng 𝗏𝗏𝘅.
Babalik na talaga dito yung 𝗏𝗏𝘅. Now here, they're taking down General Luna. Gooport going in, and now we could see low health na dito. Nakikita natin dito sa Volibear, and still 𝗏𝗏𝘅 has the items dahil namatay sila kanina, and they're gonna go inside, and now they're gonna go in. Di pa nagtatapos. We see those claws coming in, the seal, the souls na coming in from that Yone. Amasuo with the damage. Di pa natin nakikita dito yung Salamander, but now we could see General Luna is now alive again. Salamander being a chill right here dahil grabe na nagagawa na damage, and munti ka na ma-hook dito, Pikayuls.
Munti ka na talaga, pero pag nasibat ka ng Nidalee, medyo magiging kakaiba ang results nun para sa'yo. Konting grind lang, konting pasensya from Monsieur, makukuha niya na rin yung damage na gusto niya kasi as of the moment, wala pa siyang build. Pero if makakabalik siya ng base through execution or through a death, makakabili na nga siya na kinakailangan niya. Pero si Salamander, sumusugod na naman para sa kanilang team.
Sumugod na talaga dito yung Salamander sa kabilang team, but he's gonna be taken down by Amasuo. And now 3-man down the Shockwave! Nahuli na naman! Ang ganda ng Shockwave gambling dyan sa Orianna.
Ay! Sumala!
Oh my God!
Sumala!
Yung God of the Forge! Right here! And the hook coming in! Hold on! Hindi mo nagtatapos. Pinabaliktad pa din. Kahit sumala pa yun. Talagang pinapatay pa din nila. And here is gonna be coming from the ace. Nope. Bumalik na si Salamander. It's gonna be a fun 1v5 situation. No man doon. Double kill. Is this gonna be a triple kill? Triple kill? No, not yet. Wait lang. Tumatakbo muna. Habol muna yung si Salamander right here. There's no gonna be triple kill coming in. But there is gonna be a heal. And di pa din nagtatapos. Amasuo on a rampage right here.
Pare, sayang yung potential na makapush dito yung 𝗏𝗏𝘅. Talagang ang ganda ng timing ng deaths actually ng 𝙘𝙗𝙗𝗟 para may maiwan sa kanila lagi. Pero here comes the engagement once again coming in from 𝙘𝙗𝙗𝗟.
Here comes the engagement. Indeed, narinig natin yung Kled na sumasaya na sumigaw dito. But here we could see the 𝗟𝗡𝘀𝗀 Nemesis going in the back. And now we could see another kill coming in from that 𝗟𝗡𝘀𝗀. And a hook! Wala mo na mahuli dito. And then here's Oliver going for the front. And here is now Nidalee coming in. Pero mapapatay pa yata. Hindi, he is still alive. He is still alive indeed. But here we come Salamander being the last shot. Here taking down Ace coming in from 𝗟𝗩𝗚𝗏𝑡𝑖𝑐S.
And that is going to be the first turret, no, para dito sa side ng 𝗟𝗩𝗚𝗏𝑡𝑖CS, pushing into the pushing down, no, yung first turret dito, no. And this is 𝗵𝑔𝗀𝗏 struggling a little bit when it comes to execution ng kanilang team fights, no. Mas well coordinated na kung mapapansin natin dito yung side ng 𝗟𝗩𝗚𝗏𝑡𝑖CS. So they do have their potential to win this game actually. So proper scaling lang as of the moment ang kanilang kinakailangan in this matchup. Kasi, you know, alam mo yun, patience lang talaga. Kasi if they try to be reckless, then definitely kayang-kayang agawin kagad yun ng 𝗵𝑔𝗀𝗏 kasi dikit na dikit yung laban natin in terms of items, golds, wave control, turrets lang ang advantage dito so far ng 𝗟𝗩𝗚𝗏𝑡𝑖CS, in which dapat hindi sila going careless dahil sa advantage or yung gap na kaya nila set between 𝗵𝑔𝗀𝗏.
Ayun talaga eh. And now, parang ano, ito din ako na ano eh, yung kay that Orianna na nakikita natin dito, grabe yung shock whip na gagawa niya. Dahil nahuli na talaga niya, highly executable, with sobrang executable wise na coming in, nahuli 3, nahuli 4, nahuli 2, but coming in from that, missing from that Call of the Forge, but still, it is still 10 minutes in, they still have the chances dahil namatay din sila now, they have the items. Wala mo na nangyayari dito, but now, siyempre, hindi natin makakalimutan si General Lu na coming in for that hooks, but the Call of the Forge happening right here. Hold on, wala mo na explanation mangyayari in another bloodbath again, and here's gonna be in for here. Hindi pa muna natatapos, grabe yung Nidalee damage, but we cannot forget that Salamander going in, but 𝗏𝗏𝘅 Slain has Salamander right here, and now hindi pa nagtatapos yung bloodbath. Now going in, tumatakbo, pero na-struggle, Squid killing that Oliver right there. Now they're turning the tables right here, PKUs.
Tino-turn talaga nila yung tables dito, and this is going to be a free turret para nga dito sa side ng 𝗵𝑔𝗀𝗏. But the question is, can they actually take down the second as well? 3 members still up para dito sa 𝗟𝗩𝗚𝗏𝗡𝑖CS.
Oh my god, 3 members indeed going in for 𝗟𝗩𝗚𝗏𝗡𝑖CS, but it's only 2 members down. More member down, 2 members again. Nabuhay ulit ang si Salamander right here. Now they're backing off dahil alam nila they're low health. They're gonna take the heal coming in. Okay, they got the advantage na. They got the items na namamatay sila. But we cannot forget here, 𝗟𝗩𝗚𝗏𝗡𝑖CS has an items dahil namamatay ulit sila. And they have the gold lead kanina. So still, they have the items. But now, the gold lead has coming in from 𝗵𝑔𝗀𝗏. And here we could see low health. Wala muna magsisimula dito, PKUs.
Wala talaga for sure. Kasi cooldown talaga yung mga ultimate dito. It's just the shockwave that's actually available dito para sa side ng 𝗵𝑔𝗀𝗏, aside from the ultimate na ng Aphelios, no? I forgot the name kanina, no? Aphelios. Yeah, here we go. Unti-unting lang nagko-cooldown na lahat ng ultimate. So, probably around 11:45, dun mangyayari ang all-out team fight once again, in which that would put up 𝗵𝑔𝗀𝗏 at a big disadvantage, knowing na sobrang unti na ng kanilang HP as of the moment.
Unti lang talaga mangyayari dito. Uy, munti ka na dun. Grabe. Hold on! Oh my god! Coming in from that skill, munti ka na mamatay. Pero napatay talaga dito si 𝗏𝗏𝘅. Salamander coming in right here. Hold on, Call of the Forge. Nahuli pa naman. And ayun na nga, na-setup lang yun nasa backline. And now coming in there, this 𝗟𝗏𝗏𝗏. Nemesis going in the back, ripping them apart. And here we could see Salamander. But now, he's dead. With that 𝗟𝗩𝗏𝗏 killing in there, killing spree, but there, 𝗟𝗏𝗏𝗏 triple kill, but got taken down, but that Ornn, and now another one coming in, shut down, 1v1 from a tank, full health, coming in.
Oh wow!
Wow! What a tank right there. Ace coming in with a triple kill with that Ornn.
Yeah, what a tank indeed. Grabe talaga yung armor dito, no, ng Ornn. When it comes to health, may warmogs din siya. So, very understandable the sustain that he does have. And, mind to tell you, wala pang anti-heal as of the moment. Yung side ng... Wala pang anti-heal actually yung side dito ng 𝗵𝑔𝗀𝗏. Or rather, ng kapilang team pala, ng 𝗟𝗩𝗚𝗏𝗡𝑖CS, no? So, I feel like they need it as well through their kit, knowing na may immortal shield bow na rin dito yung Yone, no? So, I think that's one of the things that they have to prioritize as well since grabe yung sustain so far dito ng 𝗟𝗡𝘅. Mas lumalamang siya when it comes to the team fight despite being low in HP. They were able to convert it into their advantage by 𝗂𝘅 being their main front line, taking the damage, and follow up na lang talaga, no? And pag namatay naman yung apat, meron pa din 𝗂𝘅 na makunat, eh kahit mabagal, it will surely buy enough time para sa kanilang team na mag-respawn lahat.
Yun talaga mag-buy enough time right here. And technically speaking, some in here, we see an Aphelios that Infinity Edge. So masakit na talaga dito yung Aphelios. And here we got the items. Talagang mga kulang-kulang pa, pero it is enough still going in for a clash. Dahil nakikita natin dito sa items pa lang, sobrang sakit na ng Mastery, and then that Aphelios win, then that yun. So nag-chill lang muna dito. Dahil wala pang mga cooldown pa yata yung mga skills neto. And now we could see just poking in, coming in from 𝗙𝗏𝘅𝗍𝗏. But here, ito na talaga. Sinimulan na nga dito yung Call of the Forge na no-cop. Hold on, the Fated Seal. Grabe yung setup dito. But here we could see the Volibear coming in the back with the Sir. Salamander is also in the back. Grabe na opening yung back dito, pero hindi pa muna the backdoor. But here, binabaliktad muna ni GoPort. And now we could see a 4v4 situation. Grabe yung tanky dito ng Ord. 𝗂𝘅, may damage. He is a tank with that has a damage. And here we could see, talaga ang tanky pa din ni Nemesis. Binabaliktad yung laban, turning the table side here. But now, hindi pa nagtatapos, ang tanky pa din. And we see Nemesis still at the back. Pinapatay yung yung backlane. Lufia is down.
Oh, wow.
Nemesis going down, getting that ace. But nope, Aphelios is still alive right here, 𝗂𝘅𝗍𝗏.
Oo, no, and feel ko kailangan na rin ng anti-heal dito as of the moment ng 𝗟𝗡𝘅. And yun, actually naka-Bramble Vest na nga dito pagbalik yung Ornn, so that's actually what they need as of the moment. Pero naman sila ng dalawa dito, Zoran.
Oh my god, dalawa talaga nangyari dito. Tatlo na. Oh my god, that Aphelios hurts a lot now. Dahil nagkaroon na siya ng items dito. But here we could see a 2v2 situation. Salamander! Wow! That damage coming in. Nautilus ain't stopping yet with a hook. But tumabal pa si Salamander. Grabe na yung damage na gagawa. Okay! Now, nabaliktad yung tables ulit. 𝗙𝗏𝘅𝗍𝗏 has the pressure right here.
Sobrang laking pressure nito, Zoran. They need time. They need time actually from 𝗟𝗡𝘅 para mag-respawn yung dalawa na damage dealer. Pero Salamander is not going to be waiting for that. Not going to be waiting for that rather. Pero kailangan niya mag-reposition dito.
They need to reposition right here. And going back here, may anti-heal. Nahuli na naman. Coming in more sure, hustling Lufia. Grabe. Nemesis is still going in. Oh my god, ito na talaga. Oh my god, the stuns. Call of the Forge. Mahuli pa kaya ito? Is this gonna be the turn of the tables? No. Coming in from their 𝗟𝗡𝘅 still alive. Nasa likod pa din yung Abesa. And now we could see here. Oh no, 𝗟𝗏𝘅𝗍𝗏 taking down Nemesis.
And
see, na pinabalintad na. Hold on. Wait a minute. Triple kill. What is this? 𝗂𝘅𝗍𝗏, hindi pa natin nagtatapos dito. They are dead. That is Samyon right there coming in from 𝗟𝗏𝘅𝗍𝗏. Pero hindi pa rin nagtatapos. Kawawa na dito. Wait, hold on. Kala ko naman kawawa pero they traded right there. sabi ng Volibear, hindi muna ako mamamatay. Kailangan ko muna mag-ubos ng isa dito sa 𝗟𝗡𝘅.
If you're gonna take a look at the minimap, sobrang daming question mark na binigay ng 𝗙𝗏𝘅𝗍𝗏, no, from their Volibear. So props to that. They were able to buy a lot of time. Pero at the same time, yung Volibear na yun, I feel like that was the cause of the problem din, no? Kung bakit naubos dito yung side ng 𝗙𝗏𝘅𝗍𝗏 by that Kled from GEARxRR Zap. Grabe yung na-open niyang pathway para makapag-damage deal pa yung iba nilang teammates dun sa ibang members by forcing out that 1v1 from the side of their base. So, ang ganda ng ginawang diversion play ni GEARxRR. So, that was quite phenomenal na mabawasan ng frontline dito yung side ng 𝗙𝗏𝘅𝗍𝗏.
Maganda talaga dito yung front ng 𝗙𝗏𝘅𝗍𝗏. And then here, we could still see parang kompleto na yung mga items dito coming in from both teams. And now they have the damage. We still don't know who's gonna engage first, but pantay pa din yung laban. But the Volibear with that going in for the back, and Nemesis is still going in the back. Ayun talaga target niya eh. From the start, throughout the game, nakikita natin si Nemesis going in the back para mapatay lang yung Aphelios, yung Orianna, and then that Kled.
Oo, kasi target prioritization talaga yung kinakailangan nila dito para mawala ng damage output yung side ng 𝗘𝗏𝘃. Kasi pag si 𝗚𝑝𝑜RTSAP at si 𝗂𝑘𝑀 na lang natira, medyo mahihirapan talaga sila bumawas dito, knowing na sobrang tanky ng Nautilus nila, tanky na rin yung kanilang Volibear with that HP regen. So, medyo mahirap talaga eh. That's why they need those anti-heal items. Meron ng Bramble Vest. So, feeling ko kailangan din nila yan from their Orianna maya-maya lamang with the More, no? Oblivion Orb. Feel ko siya yung isa sa mga pinaka-viable, or it could be the Yone, pero I'm not, if I'm gonna be the Yone, basically, gusto ko damage lang, no? Parang, i-relay ko na sa area of effect talaga yung anti-heal.
That is a good idea, technically speaking, dahil yung Yone, maganda yung ano niya, maganda yung skills, technically for a kill to kill right here, talagang yung Yone, we cannot forget about that, and Orianna with that shockwave, syempre. In Yone's situation, he could be the hope for this team dahil with that fated seal coming in, and ever, if not good timing yung Call of the Forge coming in from that Ornn, or si Coco, maganda din mangyayari. But, still, it could be a possibility na mabaliktad talaga dito ng 𝗘𝗏𝘃, the pressure, could be giving it back to 𝗘𝗏𝘀𝗃, or 𝗘𝗏𝘀 is still gonna continue with that pressure dahil they got the back, they got the items, they got the tank. They got Salamander with Master Yi, talagang he's gonna go for the back also. So technically speaking, right now, Yone is still kind of the hope right here with Orianna. Or, di natin mapapansin, baka si Aphelios talaga dito. Or, anyone in here in this team could be the hope for winning this game too.
Actually, nakakatakot ito sitwasyon na to kasi pantay na parehong team. So, it's going to be about kung paano ka gumalaw. Pero ito na ang galawan!
Ito na talaga yung galawan na ito. The hook coming in, but Salamander with the damage. Call of the Forge going in. Here we could see the damage with the hold on! Hold on! Wait lang! Inuumuha na muna sa likod si Salamander pero napatay dito na Ămăsuă but hindi pa natitigan. And now they're going in. Then the Bloodbath is not stopping yet. Now they're gonna go for disengage. Grabe! Tumuloy doon si Salamander but he got killed right there.
Ămăsuă.
Pero hindi pa din tatapusin. Yone, Ămăsuă, hold on! He's the damage coming in from there. And now they're going for the damage to damage the... Oh my God! That Aphelios, the Abyss! Oh my! This is something but the Flash! Coming in! Pumasok pa dito na shutdown! Pinaliktad yung laban yata dito! 2 members are in! 1 member is gonna be there! Is only the living member right here. But wait! Here comes the Orianna! Is this gonna be a turn base? Is this gonna turn the tables? No! Lang ma-end dito, and here we could see that Volibear died in the hands of Lufia. Grabe nangyari doon, 𝗶𝗏𝘃.
Oo, medyo nahihirapan na talaga dito when it comes to neck-to-neck battle, yung side ng 𝗘𝗏𝘃 because of the amount of sustain na kaya ibigay na kanilang team. But the message with the ultimate here, going pa rin si Lufia, but that inhibitor is gonna get taken down for sure.
That inhibitor indeed got taken down for sure. And now, I think they're gonna go for engage. Ămăsuă is not stopping. Kahabuhay pa lang niya pero napatay si General Luna. Down right there. And here we got them chasing. They're chasing right here. Di talaga nila titigil. They're catching in. But here we could see a 1v1 situation. Boom! Munti ka na mapatay. Squid doon. But here, napatay nga lang ni Ămăsuă. Munti ka na doon si Salamander with that 1v1 situation. But he got that kill. But 4 members down. Pero, oo nga no. Bite. Oh, di gumagalaw yung Volibear. Hold on. I think there's a disconnection.
Inaantay niya. Inaantay niya yung mga kampi niya, pre. So, ayaw niyang mabawasan yung HP niya kagad kasi bilang niya yung oras ng respond dito ni Nemesis. Kaya naman ngayon, hindi pa rin enough yung takedown ng kills dito ng 𝗘𝗏𝘃 para makapag-push ng Core.
Talagang hindi nila tinitake-down. Kala ko naman parang meron nag-technical issues, disconnect. Ayun pala, inaabangan lang for right timing right there para hindi talaga ma-push. So now, going back here, there is now a turn of tables dahil may items na. Now, do you think that 𝗘𝗏𝘃 could have the possibility of winning this game dahil may mga items na sila?
Actually, kaya naman, pre. Pero maganda yung pagkakapili kasi ng damage dealers ng 𝗘𝗏𝘀. Napipili nila ng maayos yung backline nila with General Luna and that Volibear. So, grabe yung peeling capabilities nila. Mas nakakagalaw yung Master Yi, nakakagalaw si Nemesis and Monsieur. na kung paano nila gusto. Kasi, ayun nga, maganda yung feel. Basically, si 𝗟𝗡𝘅, yung si 𝗂𝘀𝗀, wala, nakikipagpaluan lang sila sa mga frontliners dito. And, wala na yung mga DPS sila ng both teams. Nagkakaroon sila ng sarili nilang laban. And, knowing na mas maganda yung damage dealing capabilities dito ng kabilang team, which is going to be 𝙘𝙗𝗏𝗡𝗅, malulugi talaga si Luffy at saka si 𝗚𝗡𝘅 dito.
So talagang ganun mangyayari dito. So talagang malulugi pa din dito. So technically, it's just a chances or probability of a good execution para lang manalo dito yung 𝗏𝗡𝘅 as of the moment talaga. And now we could see, parang wala muna nangyayari here dahil wala pa talaga
Hindi pwede pare kasi masyadong risky Low sila in terms of health. Pantay-pantay na yung XP dito actually. But if you're gonna be taking a look at it, sobrang sakit na mga damage dealers dito. They have to be very careful.
They have to be very careful, but sinimulan na talaga yung zone.
Maganda!
Hold on! Basta! Wait! Hold on! The damage of Felix! What the kill? Ano nangyari doon, PKUs?
Everyone got baited, pare! Actually, eto General Luna nag-ulti siya, pare. That was the call. Yun yung call ng 𝙘𝙗𝗏𝗡𝗅 para pumasok yung iba. Pero, ano siya, pare? Parallel siya. Like, nagkumpulan sila. Nagkaroon naman ng opportunity para makapag-ult si 𝗟𝗏𝘅, makapag-shockwave, at pati yung ultimate din ni 𝗂𝘀𝘀. At wala na, pare. Multiple setups. Wala, nag-collapse lang sila. Pero the good thing about it as well, they do have enough time because of that tier 2 turret and that inhibitor as well. So, they don't want the same mistake to happen. Pero mangyayari na naman na tayo magkakamali!
Kamali na naman yata dito, pero hindi yata mababaliktad. Pero here we could see the buy time coming in. Ginagawa muna. And now we could see anti-buy dito. Grabe! Here comes Gooport with the durability and also 𝗂𝘀𝘀 nag 1v1 pero yung damage coming in from Salamander. Grabe, this is gonna be attack. Tinutunaw talaga niya and then now 2-man down coming in from there and then 𝗟𝗏𝘡 is now living. He could def with Luffy right here. Technically, they still have the defensive side and with 𝗟𝗏𝘡's damage and now this is gonna be a 5v2 situation dahil hindi natin alam but in 3 seconds in, badadating ulit si 𝗚𝗏𝘅. So, this is gonna be a 3v5 situation. So, what could be the possibility right here? Kaya,
kailangan nila pilitin, pare, pero kailangan nila mag-ingat.
Mag-ingat talaga, grabe. Dito na nga nagsisimula ulit na, well, hold on, wait lang. Focus sa goal yung Master Yi, but mamata-takedown lang ni Luffy right there. The Master Yi was locking in for that tower, and now, nabaliktad ulit. Is this could be the end or matatapos na talaga neto ng 𝗏𝗡𝘅 Kayuls?
Actually, kaya na So, if you're gonna march all the way down there, siguro si Monsure lang yung mabubuhay muna. So, they have to take down the frontliners as much as possible in which they do take down one para malaki na talaga yung kanilang advantage whenever mag-respawn yung mga DPS dito ng 𝗘𝗗𝗏𝗡𝗅. And that's going to be the case here. They're going to be taking down that Bolivar. So, most likely, this would be the game.
This would be the game indeed. Dahil dito na nga nakikita natin dito, pinipisat.
Nexus po! Go bomb!
Nexus! Hold on, ang focus sa goal! And there we go! Ay, wait! Hold on! Oh my God! I thought hindi pa tinatapos, pero here we could see 𝗏𝗡𝘅 taking the win 2-0, and there are your champions for GG's LOL Aram. Grabe yun, PKUs.
Pare, akala ko may game number 3 pa tayo, pero I feel like one of the primary reasons kung bakit napadala pa ng 𝗏𝗡𝘅 yun is I feel like masyadong hasty yung side dito ng 𝗘𝗗𝗏𝗡𝗅. They were trying to force things down na gumana sa pabor nila knowing na ang dami nila na ipanalong teamfight and they really do believe in themselves na kaya nilang tapusin to. They have phenomenal frontliners na hindi General Luna tsaka si April Chua, no? So they were confident na kaya nila yon, like they could peel everyone, but the moment na nagkakadikit-dikit sila, doon nagkakaroon ng opportunity kasi yung 𝗏𝗡𝘅 and they do have Shockwave, meron silang 𝗟𝗏𝘡, may 𝗂𝘀𝘀 pa sila, so there's a lot of kit talaga from 𝗏𝗡𝘅 whenever na makakuha sila ng magandang timing na magdikit-dikit yung members dito ng 𝗘𝗏𝗏𝗡𝗅. And yun yung talaga yung winning factor lang nila basically. Hintayin na magkamali. No? Hintayin nila magkamali. It's just a matter of fact kung sino yung magkakamali. well, they're gonna be taking the game.
Mhm. And talaga like from that semifinals na nakikita natin, pag nakamali yung yung kabilang team or their enemies, talagang binabaliktad nila eh. And here on out, nakita natin 'di ba? Like team 2 or yung Ibernatics going in again with the same strat. Gumagana yun, 'di ba? From early to mid,
Yeah.
pero yung pagdating ng late game, doon na talaga nagbaliktad, talaga na counter. From that strategy na ginagawa ng Ibernatics, doon nababaliktad talaga ng ah, ng Cubs PH eh.
Yeah.
Talagang ginawa nila yung strat pa din yun, but it now didn't work because of that set from Amasuo with GoPort and then Lufia with that Oriana. Grabe yung ginawa nila doon. It was a good situation for them. They changed the face, they turned the tables, and here we could see they are the champions.
Yeah. And it's just a fun ride actually. So, aram pa lang to, meron pa tayong susunod na pasabog in the next 2 to 3 weeks as far as I know. But of course, guys, this is Gear Games of TUP Gear. And again, TUP Gear is the premier organization in TUP Manila when it comes to esports. So guys, make sure to join the activities of TUP Gear. Sobrang dami pa naming hinanda dito for the month of March. I do believe right after this LOL Aram, we do have as well Valorant at March, third to last week of March yata, ayon, as far as I know. So make sure to tune in, follow us on Facebook for more updates. But of course, we would like to thank our sponsors as well. Zoran, take it away.
Now, we would like to thank you again, Rumble Royale, being one of the pioneers when it comes to spreading news and entertainment in the game industry. Since 2013, the love Rumble Royale has throughout the years last still the present, and it's still bring the best and fresh gaming content in its community. Connect and share and play with Rumble Royale. And we will not forget Riot Games, the founder of LoL, the founder of Valorant. Founded in 2006, Riot Games has been developing, publishing, and supporting its most player-focused games, thriving and giving its players and its community needs, and surpassing their expectation, building an environment where players can interact with fellow players and Riot Games themselves, making games and serving the people who love them and feel they belong. Riot Games, where players are first. Thank you for sponsoring our tournament, and thank you talaga din sa TUP Gear and for us. For without these sponsors, hindi to talaga mangyayari itong tournament. And we would like to congratulate again for Cubs PH. Congratulations, you have now become the champions. And Ibanatics, you did your best, but you give us an entertainment throughout the matches. So, congratulations sa lahat. You did your best, and you show us all. But there will be a next time right here. So, that will be all. Thank you. As Zoran, and PKOs will be signing out.
Evidence by elements in this room I can speak of, and by all the sedimental left up in your speaker. I know I'm stuck in your dome like a eureka. I know for breaking the heart, so eyes are leaking. Speak it into truth, seek it, don't be doomed. Words that live by or are in a tomb. Raised in the bones, been dope from the womb. Hell bent to bring in the hope of the new generation. Feel awake, get on, celebrate and try to ride the wave I be on. Say what you will, state how you feel, but hey, you can never erase my appeal. Mind states high fire rate, I'm half irate. My face, my libate, verbal I made, sight mate, face when trying hard to pirate. High stakes, too much piled on my pie plate. Get on the wave, see me on stage, well misbehave. Get on the train, I'll get out of the way. Get on the wave, see me on stage, well misbehave. Get on my wave, hear me now. Get on the wave, see me on stage, well misbehave. Get on the train, I'll get out the way. Get on the wave, see me on stage, well misbehave. Get on my wave, hear me now. Track selector, fast forward, my heart's mecca. I director, shots fired like 9-techer. Vibe setter, grab pulls to my center. Hand lector, eat them seeds from my brecker. Airbender, all styles that dissect them. My center from H Wood to Tribeca. A triple threat, I hold the tribe